Hello, everybody! What's going on? Welcome to Wild Beyond the Witchlight D&D. We are back after a little 2-week break hiatus over there. We're back. We're back in the Feywild. We're doing it. We got Shays Aiden back in the house reclaiming his great and powerful muscle-bound lion powers. We doing it. Some people are back from New York Comic-Con. Some people are back from Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving. I see you over there. Other people have set up taverns. Other people got incredible makeovers. And Shane Wally, it's always just good to see you, man. Welcome.
Hi.
Thanks, guys. Sorry it took a little bit of time to get on here, but I had technical issues. My glowing, cool new microphone is giving me trouble. So, but we're all in check now. So we're not going to waste any more of your time. Because I know a lot of you have been looking forward to what's about to transpire here. Almost a year in the making, if I'm not... I'm not mistaken, to get to this point with the possible third hag encounter of the Hourglass Coven. But yes, so before we start here on over to the Dicecream Sandwich channel, you know them, you love them. It's a Dicecream sponsors, everybody. So we got to give them a quick little shout out. C4 Labs, everybody. Amazing company that makes TTRPG, dice trays, and wicked accessories. They're big supporters of our show, and they've been lovely for almost a year now. They have Dicecream themed trays and other fun accessories on their website. They got some fun, spooky stuff coming out very, very soon that has been in transit in the mail, coming to me for a very long time. So hopefully we can make some content with that and show you guys what they got coming out. But they are fantastic. They are wonderful. If you want to go check them out, support the show, support TTRPG community, and use Dicecream 15 code to get 15% off. Yes, Poichus. And our other sponsor of the show, the wonderful, amazing people over at Tome of Summoning, everybody. These guys are amazing. They are the perfect partner for any new DM out there. They make these wonderful creature minis and reference cards here with awesome original artwork. On the back, they got all your stats there and abilities and HP and everything that every DM needs to know for quick references. So each of these, they have core packs that have various assortments of monsters and creatures and everything. They all come with various copies of little paper minis that can go on any D&D map, any terrain, and these reference cards with them to put behind the screen for the DM. And the tome itself, this awesome little binder to organize and hold them all for you. It's wonderful. I love their product. I use it a lot. And they also got a fantastic DM screen with like a dry erase sheen on it for you to track all your player stats and with all rules and things you need to keep track of the DM. They are also wonderful and a welcome new addition to the team over here. So you want to help out us over here and you want to go check out an amazing creator and business, go over to tomeofsummoning.com and also use the code Dicecream15 to also get 15% off that first purchase as well. I don't know why that became a character while I do stuff like that.
Every time.
The best, though.
I just started saying it, and now that's like my ad character. I don't know. If I ever get to the point where, you know, we are slowly building up our season 2, phase 2 edition of Twitch content behind the scenes, and we want to start doing like fake commercials. Like to like video them. Yes. And I have an idea of just making a weird, like, I don't know, Chicago dude who has that fucking voice. I don't know why. But yeah, everyone. So those are our sponsors. Thank you, C4 Labs. Thank you, Thomas Summoning. We love you very, very much. And also, of course, if you're new here to the channel, it's your first time jumping in, or whether you're a veteran of the old Feywild Chaotic gang, we love to show you what happened on the last session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight, done by the wonderful, fantastic, newly red-headed Jackie Elena Chan, who edits and creates these wonderful recap videos. So you'll never be out of the loop of what's going on with the Monarch 4 here. So without further ado, take it away, Jody Rose.
Natural.
Last time on Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Quincy, you want to play a game?
Have you ever played before? It's called Crowns.
And as soon as you go over and do that crown, and you kind of talk for a minute, you just hear this uproarious laughter. Queen Argentile, I am the queen of the Correns. They are very small creatures. These guys are like this big. Correns and the Briganox used to live in harmony, but ever since Enderlin took over these lands, she's found a way to pit themselves against each other.
I know that you and the Brigandknots are not on good terms right now, but do you think that Endelin is using your emotions against you and is forcing you all to hate each other?
Would there be a symbol of something to show the Brigandknots that maybe you, the Koreds, are also not for the Coven?
This strand of my hair was dyed specifically in the process of becoming Queen of the Koreds. It is part of our ritual of ascending to royalty. As you get into that middle part of the bridge, you just see, it just sounds like 100, 200, 10,000 very hushed, whispered voices. We are judging.
We're here to take down the Hourglass Coven.
I hope you find what you are wishing for.
But Queen Argan's Heil would like to show a symbol of peace to the Brigandknots.
And I pull out the hair.
There's a dance that we can do if you would be so entertained.
They taught you their secret dance.
I think a proper sit-down for both you and the Queen Argan's Heil could be arranged.
Play to her passion, stay on script, a cat, a horn, or a shadow ripped. Do these mean anything to you? Are there any key words in these riddles that you know of? We don't know, cat. Oh,
Aren't you a cat?
wait.
Do
I
you have
don't
a
count,
horn?
do I?
There you go, everybody. Now you're all caught up on the hilarious antics of the Monarch 4 and Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Wild.
And we got one more little lucky, tasty little mushroom morsel for you before we jump into tonight's story. Hey, it's me, the giver of fan art. So without further ado, we're going to switch over to some amazing, not fan art necessarily, some commissioned art, I should preference. Some commissioned art that Aiden here got of his lovely big lion boy Arctreon from an amazing artist. That's their handle is at just_my_regular_art. Available on Instagram and I'm assuming Twitter, possibly. But definitely Instagram. So go over there, check their wares out, and I believe it's going to be appearing on the screen right now.
He's like, hopefully.
That is actually the spell to cast it. Well done.
I'm getting into my spooky Witchlight freaking adornment. But yes, you probably see it on the screen right now. I don't have it in front of me. So yes, it's there. Hey, there we go. But yeah, look at that. Whoa, look at all that art. Look at it. No, but it is insane. Aiden posted that in the group chat this morning, and they did a fantastic job. The vibrant colors, the details, all of it just looks amazing. I cannot wait to print that out and put it on my little collage collection that I got going on over here somewhere. But yeah, and hopefully maybe we'll reach out to them and see if we can get some more portraits of the rest of the Monarch 4 here. But that art is fantastic. So thanks, Aiden, for showing us that. And thank you to the lovely artist who made that. So make sure if anyone has got any commission requests or looking to get your own D&D character art possibly made, go over to their Instagram. They do great work. Should be in the D&D Twitch channel over there with some links and stuff. But yeah, all right. That concludes the sponsorships. That concludes the recap video. And that concludes some sick-ass art. So there's nothing left to do, everybody, but grab your favorite drinks, grab your favorite dice, because it's going to be a wild one as we step into tonight's session of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Okay. Last we left off, the party known as the Monarch 4 making their way through the Brignock mines after securing a somewhat palpable but loose truce between two races here in the city of, or in the town, or the mountains range of Yon, with the Brignock mines and these delectable little round rock-like creatures that were kind of at odds for a little bit. And you created a bit of a truce behind them to help support what you're about to do, which is make your way towards the Motherhorn, the home of Endland Moongrave, the third member of the Hourglass Coven, who has taken over the land of Prismere for themselves, somehow imprisoning the previous rulers of Bilna. How they're able to do so, you're not too sure, but your travels have taken you from the Witchlight Carnival to hither, to thither, to battles with sentient toad people, to fighting in a hollowed out tree, saving children, fighting demons, vanquishing Skabatha Nightshade, one of the three hags that you have come across so far, has led you to this moment, to the Orrery of Tragedy held within this creepy rock-hewn castle up atop of this parapet of mountains and jagged sharp rocks as lightning continued to strike underneath, above the caverns that you're currently in. As the Brignock miners had a secret passage that would allow you to gain access to the Motherhorn where Endlin resides, where the tunnel, they said, somehow goes fairly close by or underneath where her personal theater is located. And that is where we are picking up stuff tonight, as your travel has been going on for better part of probably an hour and a half or so. For those of you that have not taken a short rest in this time or recently, you would be able to do so. As it would have taken you a little bit of time to get up there. Probably taking a break in the middle. But as time goes on, so often you can hear the rumbling of thunder sort of rattling through the catacombs of the caves that you're in, as you find yourselves kind of going from a descending sort of manner, sort of looping up and starting to increase in an incline, going up and up and up. And your footsteps and your passage of movement kind of change from being more horizontal to much more of a heave, as you're really sort of digging in your thighs and your knees, using various light sources to guide your way. Armador pinned to Arcturion's leather-studded vest and dripping, blooding apron, as a pool of blood just trails behind you on top of the gray-colored rocks as you sink further and further into the mountainside. Eventually, your travels and your trails start to curve upwards. You find yourselves almost like climbing a little bit of an incline. Not too steep or anything like that, but you definitely notice that this sort of horseshoe-shaped pathway is starting to happen. And as you're kind of climbing, it kind of plateaus as you start to hear various voices and the far side of the tunnels that you've been allowed access to from the Brignock Elder. And as you start to approach the end of the tunnel here, you sort of notice a wall of loose-fitting stones and a bit of red light that's shining through the cracks. And you start to hear the sounds of shouting and hammering coming from somewhere behind this wall of loose-fitting stones. Like a workshop that's just being hammered with like wood sawing, nails being hammered down, the shrill voice of a woman saying, "All right, go over there. No, not. What did I say? No, put that down and stitch it the way that I want. Okay, we're gonna go up any second now. No, get. And you hear fingers snapping as someone directing traffic inside.
Below us?
In front of you, at the end of the tunnel.
And there's no door?
There's just a wall of loose-fitting rocks and a bit of red light shining through.
Can I look through one of... Are the holes like large enough for me to kind of like peek through?
You can certainly try. Make a perception check.
Cool, I'm gonna do that.
And
I will also do that.
Are these voices
The
similar
largest
to like any of the
fan.
creatures that we've
Okay.
known before?
So with the Koreds,
Ooh.
the little stone people with the rough-hewn sort of dread-like lock hair that you found out could be sentient through a specific dance, they had a very particular deep, gravelly voice. The Briganox, the miners in this region, they had more of a high-pitched, very mousy, very, very small sort of voice. You haven't really come across anything like these voices. It's a fairly large smattering of various pitches and
Sure.
things like that, but doesn't resemble sort of.
The
well,
accent's
actually,
definitely not there.
you actually make me a history check there, Quincy.
Let's do it. All right. I think my history is okay. No. Wow, that saved it. 15.
15. This woman's voice you don't particularly recognize as anything in particular. In her voice, there's a little bit of screeching that sort of halts every so often to a much more regal and divine sort of baritone, where it's just smattered out by orders and screeches. But the various other sounds that you can barely kind of hear through the hammering and the wood sawing and everything sound similar to pitches of the goblins that you heard at the Skye with the Nightshade hideout.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I got a 9.
9.
I got a 13.
13.
Woo!
So through the cracks here, it's hard to see with the light kind of shining through, and you obviously don't want to disturb the loose-fitting stones just yet or make your presence known. But what you can kind of see through the cracks are various crates of props sort of stacked in various places in this chamber. And some what maybe look like wooden backdrops draped in cobwebs. That's about all you see, though. But it looks like possibly could be some sort of storage area.
Hey,
And we're
Archeron, do you see anything, Archeron? What do you see?
Does this? Is it just me, or does this look like a play?
Well, they did mention that she has like a play, and like that also is played her passions, the riddles that we found. Okay, so we found the play area.
Okay.
I see light.
I see a box.
Lucifer struts up like, I've been known to be a thespian in my time.
That doesn't surprise me.
If you couldn't tell, then that just, tells you how good I am.
Is that like a thesaurus?
Yes, Ivy. Yes, it's very akin to a dictionary as well. Though some people
I knew
would
it.
presume that thespians are illegal, but we accept people no matter what they are.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Congratulations on being knowledgeable in words.
This was like, indubitably.
Wow.
That's off to the side.
So
Having only
proud of
half,
her.
only
So
having
proud.
half understanding of what was just said.
So we're underneath the mother horn. Like we're underneath
So
the
what?
castle.
So what the Briganox had told you is that there was this secret tunnel that they had access to when they sort of got rid of that magical illusion in their walls.
Okay.
That there was a tunnel that would lead you towards Motherhorn, the sort of home of Endelyn, and the tunnel should take you just underneath her stage area that she has personally made, that she had personally made in this home of hers. That's also houses something called the Orrery of Tragedies. And that this tunnel should take you just underneath that. So you're kind of coming from the bottom parts of her home.
So we're just like burying up here like a bunch of gophers.
I'm a bird.
I'm a very big gopher.
So like how is this gonna look? Like we have these tickets where we can get like a free audience with Endelyn, but like
We
Are we
took
going
a
in like
wrong
a-
turn.
are we going in guns blazing? Are we like
There's a
trying
lot
to
of
be-
paths. They try to, if they want people in the audience to get actually to the audience area, they should make one path up the mountain.
Are we here to be
And-
part of the show, or are we here to see a show?
Oh,
What's our game? What are we
and if
doing?
we come through this wall with these crudely placed rocks, does this all of a sudden give up the tunnel that's been a secret here for so long?
Oh, that's true. The other one. No.
This was
I
also
bet-
just slowly
I bet
raising
the
the
hands
fist, like,
of
towards the wall,
Archeon.
just like,
No.
"Oops, we
He is
go
like
through
7 foot
there."
something.
Oops.
I'm 6'3".
Oops.
Stop it.
I don't know
Stop
what.
it.
Listen, I am just leaning on this assumingly sturdy wall.
I
Would you guys
And-
pick
know.
up one of the random boxes that's also in this thing, just like prepared to maybe heave it? Because at this point, Lucifer's just like, look, if we bust through this wall, we need to bust through as if we're meant to be part of the show, and play it off as if we're other stage hands or something. The only difficulty is still that we are exposing this wall and this secret tunnel that's been here forever.
Does anyone have like an illusionary magic to like hide this? Because I would
The
hate to have the
torches in the area,
Well,
I can distract them with the torches.
maybe because I would hate to have the Briganots like what you're implying to be in danger.
Do we want to hide ourselves or the thing?
I have a bucket.
What would you prefer?
I think she means
There's a
about
bucket
hiding
over
the
there.
tunnel itself. I'm not sure if we can do that.
Ooh! I have
I think
clothes
that-
and costume.
Eddie goes to the box that he sees, picks it up, and puts it in front of where we just came from.
What kind of costume?
This set of clothes is fashioned after a particular costume, typically meant for entertaining.
What?
Hilarious.
Wow. That's very specific and highly.
Listen. I am not a easily hid individual.
Do you like musicals,
Costume.
Arctreon?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Okay.
should mention that you to mention in my intro, but you also were tasked, or at least had been given the opportunity to do a couple things while you're here. One is to try to free the Briganox head architect,
that's right.
Golmo,
Yep.
who was stolen by Endolin to help design her various contraptions that are powered by the electrical storms here high up in the mountains. And the other person that you may be looking for is Glister, the sister to Gleam, who is one of Armador's friends, and the reason for why he guided you through the mountains in the first place.
Oh, that was his motivation? I thought it was just an adventure. Okay.
No, it was reciprocity.
Okay.
So are we trying to be sneaky or are we busting in?
Okay, so
So-
hear me out.
I can help on sneaky.
I was thinking that if
I am
Archeron
not
wants to
Steve.
put his costume on, someone plays manager, the other person plays director, I play a groupie, and we just march in and be like, this is the star actor of the next play, and just run with it.
Okay.
Eddie huffs and starts walking around. Everyone starts brushing them with his feather. Not noticing if anyone notices at all. His feathers. And each time he goes to one of you, you start vanishing.
Oh,
First starting with
okay.
Quincy.
Oh,
So we're invisible now?
I have casted Pass Without Trace on all of us.
that's
that saves
so
me.
cool.
That saves me because my idea was not that much better.
So as Arctreon is kind of leaning on the loose fitting stones, the sound of this seemingly bustling workshop is fairly loud. Like it's like you're inside of a wood shop. Like the hammering is loud, the sawing is loud. Doesn't look like it's coming from the room right on the other side of these stones. Looks like it's a storage area, but the sound is coming sort of far beyond that. And as Arctreon is kind of putting his hands on a loose fitting stone, and be like the roughness of those stones are moving. Suddenly Abby waves their feathers and does that pass without trace, and that grinding sound goes.
Can Lucifer Misty step through the wall?
Oh,
You can certainly
Or-
try.
I kick it down.
One of these is not like the other. Because I can Misty step 30 feet.
Don't go past 30 feet from me.
Correct. To an unoccupied space that I can see. So if I can see through one of the cracks.
You certainly can. You take your
But
eye
we all
down.
need to get
and
through
you-
there. We all need to use Ebby's magic, which he has now used upon us.
yeah. That was really kind. Save your Misty Step because Misty Step can also be 30 feet up too. So
And also, you can only do
Oh.
it once per day, correct? So we
once per
don't-
long rest. So
Don't waste it.
yes.
So
can
you
go up
become a ghost.
and
I wanted to
down
be theatrical.
as long as you can see it. So it gives you a lot more range than just
Well-
forward and backward.
Save it for the show.
All right. Lucifer goes ahead and just like marches forward and just grabs the very topmost uneven rock he can see and pulls it out, or at least attempts to pull it out.
All right, make me a sleight of hand check.
Ooh.
Or dexterity check. Either or.
Not to the quest.
Do dexterity. Do you get plus 10 from me?
Oh.
Is it a dexterity saving throw or just a dexterity check?
Just a
Dexterity
check, just to see how quickly and how quietly you can remove this thing without moving the others.
Well, my dice landed on the ground. It is a
Only count if it's a 20.
13 plus 1 is a 14.
So you got 24.
So as you start to, again, you notice Archeron kind of, as the grinding that he's pushing on kind of gets muffled by the pass a trace spell. You just start to slowly move the blocks out of the way, kind of like Jenga pieces. And that grinding is now just kind of muffled as you're touching it. And you just notice the sound just soft and muffled allows you to start taking them down. So you're just taking one brick down to start and kind of looking in more.
Well, yeah, as soon as I can tell that the sound is muffled, I'm just like,
We can't be detected by anything.
I want to take these rocks out in a way that looks like it's a organized door, like it was meant to be there. So it's not like they all of a sudden, oh, there's a massive hole in the wall. It's like, no, seemingly there's this rectangular shaped opening that we've never seen before.
If you communicate
stack
that, I'll
some of the
give you a
boxes
help.
in front of it.
I'll help you with that.
If it's anything that requires detection, it won't be heard from him.
Yeah. So you slowly start to remove these loose-fitting stones brick by brick, giving you a little bit more of a visual bead into what this room is. Same thing, you see crates of props stacked. You see wooden backdrops draped in cobwebs. An 8-foot diameter circular wooden disc painted to look like a smiling moon leans against one wall. You also see what looks like a wooden marionette that's been carved and painted to look like a human skeleton. And that looks like it's just kind of thrown in the corner and just tangled within its strings.
Burn it.
You're going on fire.
I have create bonfire.
So Lucifer's gonna turn to the group and say, so you all noticed that moon, correct? If I do remember correctly, we need a eclipse.
Solar eclipse.
Indeed.
I see the moon. I highly doubt it's the moon that we need.
But how do you know, though?
Because she's a magical being and this is made of wood.
And Mercury's in retrograde, so
I don't
love
care
Gatorade.
if Jupiter is in your Gatorade.
my Mercedes is in Gatorade. I'm sorry. Just can't do it.
I need to find some rice to put in afterwards.
Unless it's a magical type of set piece. I don't think it's the moon we're looking for.
What if she needs, maybe this is the actual thing that she needs? Like maybe like instead of it being the real thing and only having it once a month, maybe she just has the play to do it whenever she wants.
And we
Do
change
what?
when she gets it.
Yeah,
Do what? Gets her powers?
No, the eclipse.
the eclipse.
Well, the eclipse is what weakens her. Why would she do it every month?
Right.
And live life on the edge.
Listen, I haven't been here for that long of the storyline. I apologize. I feel like I'm trying to fill in blanks a little bit.
You're doing
I came in a little late. I was pushed out of a cube. Okay,
Hear me out.
not that long ago.
Still got some gunk in your ears, huh?
Nah.
Well, think about it though. As the Briganox and the Chorids are trying to break away the thunder rods, the thunder's going to go away, the sun's going to be shining, and then we have this moon to cover it. It doesn't have to be astrology eclipse. It just has to be something.
What if Ebby flies the moon up? I don't know how big this moon is.
How
and
heavy
makes
is it?
as big of a shadow as he can with it.
Being voluntold.
How big is this moon that's been painted? And approximately how heavy?
I think we said it was
Could we put it in a bag of holding?
I have a bag of
Within a bag of holding.
it was an 8-foot diameter circular wooden disc.
It was probably
Oh
pretty
yeah,
heavy.
let's go right in the bag. Right, this small bag.
Just kind of like stretch it over.
Anybody have any shrinking spells? And then re-enlarging spells.
I think we leave it here, but we know where it's at.
Okay.
Plan B.
Could just
cool.
be a piece of wood that means nothing.
I'm very much on that, and for some reason, I'm agreeing with Ebby right now.
It's wood.
I look shocked. at Christy. Okay.
Hey,
Just
look,
looks
a
around.
door. We have
Lou
moved
just looks around
stone.
like, okay, me and Octrion's grandiose plan was not taken, so he just stands himself back up very theatrically, even though he can't be seen, and starts strutting through the opening to go explore the rest of the
Thespian
area.
walks.
All right. Start moving forward. We got
Mhm.
Lucifer going in first and Arcturion next.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I like duck.
So as you kind of make more room out of this sort of makeshift hole here, taking the bricks down one by one, the red light kind of shines on from the room past you. And you're in some sort of storage unit, most likely for the theater above, if the Briganock mines were correct, that is. You're just kind of looking around. Seems to be empty. There's nothing in here, but you guys are kind of like making sure you're staying out of the way of the doorway here. The open, not even doorway. There's no door necessarily. There's just like a rock-hewn frame of an empty passage from this room into the next one. So you're kind of getting like slowly moving the brick pieces out of the way, and you're just kind of gliding along the wall here. But for the two of you, make me perception checks really quick.
Perception.
Ooh.
Can I give the help action to like Archeon and like take his mane
Thank
and like get it out of his eyes?
Yeah, please do. Please do. Thank you so much. I would love that. Because I rolled a 3.
Oh God.
14 plus 1 is a
that-
15.
That's a 14 for me.
Okay.
Okay, so Archeron, you kind of like your big afro mane here kind of gets caught
got
in
it.
some of the rocks as you're going through, and it kind of puts it in front of your face for a minute as Moss is like, "Here, I'll help you out, and just like moves out of the way for a little bit. So you notice right away as you kind of go into this room, the kind of cold dampness of the cavern suddenly just leaves as you make way from those bricks and those stones. A very hot, humid sort of air starts to waft into you, and the noise from this workshop ringing your ears. It's be very hard for them to kind of hear you coming through. You smell bits of like wood chips and fresh paint coming from the other room. You see a lot. You can see sort of on the periphery as you're kind of getting out of the way of that hallway, that doorway, various goblins sort of running to and fro. You kind of clock like a couple of them as they kind of run by. Everyone's like wearing smocks, all various sizes, all various ages and types. Saws in one hand, hammers in the other, all working in tandem. And you can kind of clock there's a lot in the other room currently working. And you still hear that. Currently not. Everyone's too busy working in the other room, and so often you still hear that woman's voice shouting orders. All right, Ness, no, that's a bit better. Yes, no, those colors over there, very, very nice. And the ginning. Hey, don't you prick me with that thing again! God damn it! I want to look good. And I want to look good now. Okay, so you over. No, yes, very good on that painting. And just like this sort of on and off switch, someone talking a very like breathy, soft, elegant voice to sharp and quick commands.
Sounds like a prima donna.
Somebody's got some issues.
Lucifer doesn't know how long our invisibility is going to last, so he just puts
An
his.
hour.
How long?
An hour.
So just to make sure you guys understand, passive without a trace does not make you invisible. It makes you very, very hard to be heard. It softens your feet. It makes it so if you like bumped into something, the sound is muffled, but they can still see you if you're not hiding.
That's good to know. Okay, so Lucifer's going to go ahead and take his special rope and just put it over his shoulder. He's going to put the tinderbox that he has under his other arm, just in case they get spotted. He looks like maybe some kind of stagehand who's helping out behind the scenes, just to kind of like fit in a little bit.
Okay, question for the DM. In lieu of some fun,
Either I'll put on the costume because I'm gonna put the costume on anyways because it's like only alibi that I have. If I get seen, think of a number. If you beat my number, it will be a clown costume.
Okay.
If you beat my number, it's in my brain. I have it.
What's the range?
Out of what?
20. Out of 20. Just a roll of 20.
Oh, leave it up to the die.
3.
Okay. I had 12. Okay. All right. Then my should I? Okay. So what's the costume be then?
Spider-Man.
Be a dog.
Spider-Man. It's a hulking Leonin Spider-Man.
I need to whip that out of that, please.
I was thinking like Robin Hood in tights, kind of.
Oh, many men.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it'll be like a Renaissance kind of costume then. It'll be like green. It'll look like Robin Hood. I'll be Robin Hood.
Hopefully the play is not based in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. Lucifer, while we use this like sneakiness, quietness, he's gonna come up to this little door frame here and just take a peek out. See if he can pick up any more information about what's going on through this door.
I try rummaging through some of this stuff here.
Okay, so Lucifer, you want to kind of come up sort of closer to the door frame here, just on the side of it, seeing where you can peek inside?
See what I can see.
All right, and then Archeron, you're inside. Everyone else kind of making sure that they don't get seen, but are starting to come into the storage room here.
Has Archeron gotten dressed yet?
I am now in full leotards.
Abby just is gonna watch and is curious, but then think that he needs to dress up too, so he's gonna put on that big cloak that he took from the person who vanished.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna pull out some calligrapher supplies.
It's gonna cover his head too.
I'm gonna put on the calligrapher supplies. So I got paper, I got pen. Goggles go kind of like up. I'm gonna take some of the ink and kind of smear it all over my fingers and kind of give me a little bit of kind of like a kind of dirt around here to kind of make it look like I've been working, and then have a quill in my mouth, a quill in my ear, and have the paper out with for the paper and be like, guess I'm your manager now.
Very nice.
Perfect.
There we are.
Lucifer will take a little bit of the soot from his torch and just kind of do the same thing, but just put it like a little bit on his forearms, not like on his face or anything, but just look like he's been kind of rummaging about to help behind the scenes. And his idea inspired him.
After Abby gets his cloak on and sees everyone else getting dressed, he spins around happy. He's like, look, I'm a thespian.
That's you are, my friend. That's you are. I'll have to see how your acting skills are as well. That'll be great.
Okay.
All right, so as the rest of you are kind of starting to put on your disguises and your costumes, Archeron tries very desperately to put on tights with his rippling thighs and muscles underneath everything and trying not to rip them. Jennings, I'll have you roll perception for just seeing into the room. And Moss, I'll have you look perception or investigation into the storage room you're in right now.
Lucifer got a strong 6.
Oh, 6.
Looks like a nice room.
Yeah, those are walls.
There's space in there.
This bad boy's got a ceiling.
So as you kind of peer inside into this other room, you don't really make out any like tangent details or anything like that, but you can clearly see that the sort of cavernous underbelly of this stage, it's noisy, it's hot. You see probably around 18 goblins in here. Work a forge, saw wood, dab paint onto wooden backdrops. And you also see a woman in a tight-fitting dress continuing to bark orders at all the workers, while a goblin frantically makes adjustments to her costume using needles, pins, and thread. There is a light source near her that flickers every so often, and it's kind of hard for you to see what's inside. That's where the red light source is coming from. the woman's clothing, very, very chic. She has long black hair that's kind of tied up in a bun up here. You're kind of seeing the back of her, so you don't see her face, but you see this kind of what looks like almost like feathered plumage coming off of the back of the dress. That looks like peacock feathers kind of flowing upwards. The dress itself looks like a green sort of satin texture coloration, big pluming out sleeves that kind of billow just after the elbows. It has a corset around the midriff and then comes down, kind of starts as a very dark, almost aqua green color. And as it drapes down around the dress, becomes a lighter coloration. And she has like these very nice leather purple boots with a high heel on them. And this goblin with like sort of a horseshoe shaped hair, long flowing at the back, big bushy black eyebrows, little tiny spectacles, and what you would think to look like almost like a costume fitter from the 1950s, like big saggy brown slacks, billowing shirt that buttons up at the top with some suspenders and light loafers. And this goblin's just trying their best to sort of seam it and customize to her directions, but doesn't seem to be doing a very good job.
So Lucifer turns to everyone, or I guess like over his shoulder, just kind of whispers, okay, so there's about 18 goblin workers sprinting around. And there seems to be this woman in some dark plumage with purple boots. She's the one that's kind of barking orders, seems to be directing everyone around. But she also could be the main actress. She keeps saying she wants to look good.
So we could come in and try to help make her look good, and that would be a way for us to kind of be like, oh, we're here for Endelin. And, everyone just always goes back in the stage. If you act like you own the place, you technically kind of do.
That's right. So I think if we go in there and look like we are doing things, maybe Octron and I can help. Octron can be doing vocal warm-ups or something, and I can go...
Gosh, sure.
I can go look like I'm helping with the taller things that maybe the goblins can't reach.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready. You guys ready?
Is Mullifer with us?
No, Mullifer stayed behind because you had, as you fixed or arranged a somewhat loose truce between the Brignock mine dwellers and the Corrids, you also somehow convinced them to help you take out the various rods that are adorned along the mountaintops that are the sources of energy for the lightning to attract to power her contraptions. You're not sure how long it's going to take, but from the last session, you found that the Briganocks have kind of a time warping ability where they can slow down things so that it looks like they're running and able to achieve things at incredible speeds. So you figure between the two of them, with the Corrid's power of being able to chuck boulders and rocks and their sentient hair strands, with the Briganock's ability to slow down time, you gave them a task to try to start taking down these lightning rods and maybe show up to your aid at a moment's notice if maybe you needed it. But Mulliver is kind of the self-imposed guardian of the Briganocks to protect them from anyone who would try to take their minds or overpower them. So they chose to stay behind. But you got Armador still pinned to Arcturion's chest as the bleeding bib on their side just gets piled in the corner, and a little pool of blood is starting to kind of gather as they put on their tights.
I'm gonna take his bib and put it in my bag. I don't want you to leave that.
I actually have my bag. I gotta put it in my bag.
I'm like, we don't want that. We don't want that gone. That's a pretty powerful thing.
I was about to say, I'm like, I would wear it underneath the leotard, but
it just seeps through.
Just bleeding through my leotard.
Are you okay? I'm fine. What are you talking about?
God damn! Just the old hernia acting up again.
And are you putting Armador on your new tight design, or are you?
He'll be like a mutineer, just keep quiet and.
My friend, keeping quiet is not what I'm very good at.
Please.
During all the discussions, have we heard the name of the woman in the dark plumage, by chance?
So through the sharpness of her orders, going from a calm, sultry demeanor to a very callous one, as the goblin's kind of starting to do the final alterations. She's kind of picking up this fan and waving it at her that has kind of a dark pink base with these various light purple sort of swirls painted onto it. She just says, "Now, I said, be careful down there, okay? I need to look my best. I'm sorry, Skylar. I didn't mean. I'll be much better this time. You idiot!" You just hear a smack. "My name is Charmaine, not Skylar anymore, okay? Get it right, you freak!"
Do we know this?
Well, I don't like her already.
Do you
Same.
communicate this?
You guys can
Yes.
hear this. She's not being quiet at all. It's kind of billowing it out.
So Lucifer turns around and goes, "Okay, so if anybody asks us any questions, we use her name as a reference of why we are here, what we've been told to do, what our orders are. And then if she approaches us, use her name so she can tell in some way, shape, or form that we do know who she is, and so we must be here for some reason."
Oh, I was gonna go in basically saying that you're her supporting actors, and that what's taking so long for her getting ready, and just kind of go in guns blazing.
Do we want to play it off as if she's not been told this information, and thus the goblins might get in more trouble for not sharing this information of performance change to her?
Yes,
Welcome
blame
to-
other people.
Welcome to showbiz, baby.
Okay.
But for Moss, as they're kind of talking amongst themselves, setting up a new plan for what's about to happen, did you roll that investigation check?
Yeah, I got a nat 20.
Okay. So yeah, looking around here, just more crates, unfinished works that looks like they could be a part of various plays for the theater above. A skeleton mannequin has their head turned in a various different direction than when you first came in.
So how
No,
about
set it on
create
fire.
bonfire?
No.
Is it flammable?
Mm-hmm.
Everything's flammable if you try hard enough.
Ice. And I want to like turn my face away from the mannequin in case it can like read lips. Guys,
That skeleton mannequin over there.
it's been watching us and its head has turned towards our direction. I'm gonna set it on fire.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Perhaps if
Lucifer hands her his torch.
Oh, it's okay. Where is it?
So in the room here,
Yeah.
what if they need the skeleton?
so it's just sort
It
of
has
piled up in
cobwebs
the
on it.
corner
Yeah.
in this direction here.
Cool. So I'm going to.
Before, when you entered into the room, it was kind of off like this, so just crumpled up in a corner against some of the crates and the barrels. And then when you looked, its head was like this. And then as you're sort of looking around the room again, you go over to its position, and it's this.
Gross.
I'm going to use my druid feet and create bonfire on it.
So before you do that,
Yeah. Important character.
as you're about to go over and be like, "Guys, I think I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it." Your hand starts to get hot, and a little glow of orange
A little pop
flame
head.
starts to come out of it. You just hear this tiny little voice go, "Hey, don't do that." And you just see its jaws just clump up and down like a marionette. Go, hey, just
Lucifer drops Star onto the ground so that he can go investigate this little thing and just like maybe spook it a little bit.
And it's just its body is just like all tangled up in its strings. Like the arms are kind of over in one place. Its legs are kind of tangled up. The strings are everywhere. So none of its other body parts are moving. It's just the mouth, and it just looks over to you, Moss, as you start to ignite the flame and you start to creep over to it. Hey, no, wait, stop, hold on, please.
Are you working for Endolin? Like the fire starts getting like hotter.
Oh my God! Okay, just stop doing that. They're gonna hear you. Okay, just come over here for a second. Just come.
Heavy walls.
I will singe your mouth. What do you want? Convince me to not burn you.
Don't burn it.
Look, okay, I just want
Someone shield Ebby's eyes.
He just shuffles over and
I
just
bring
like,
his eyes open bigger and turn his head so he can look at it.
What is it?
Experience life,
Is it-
bird. Witness life.
Experience life.
This is not life, it's death.
Oh my god.
Look, okay, no, look, stop. I'm not fan of the crazy fucking person, the lady either, okay? I've been down here for quite some time and I just really like to get untangled, okay?
Okay.
Can you help us?
Ugh.
I was like stuck in motion about to go reach for it.
Yeah, how do we know untangling a small demon is a good idea?
Lucifer
I'm not a
Lucifer
demon,
walks-
I'm just a wooden skeleton mannequin.
What's your name?
Break a leg.
I like that. That means good luck. Why are you down here?
I've kind of been discarded. I was
Clearly.
one of Enderlin's first experiments. She wanted me to be a lot deadlier than I think I was. I think she wanted a sentient skeleton that would scare people and you just see the whole time he's got no expression. It's just like hollowed out eyes and a nose and just a mouth that's just going tap 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 and just like
It's
going
like
up
a
and down
ventriloquist doll.
the
Did I
whole
hear
time.
you?
Expression never changes.
I have a
So-
sentient stick.
If we release
No.
you, reciprocity means you help us. Yes?
I can tell you some things that maybe you know or don't know. I don't know. I just saw you crawl out of that goddamn creepy hole and figured you're probably not here to be her friend. Or maybe you want to help the people out here who are kind of trapped here and like myself tangled and can't
Yes.
fucking leave.
So, we'll let you go if you can let a couple prisoners go. Because you know your way around here, correct?
I mean,
Lucifer looks down at all the cobwebs that sit around him, assuming that he's not moved for some time.
I've been staring at this goddamn wall in this room for a very, very long time. And I think that, if I start walking around these paths, it's not going to be good for you or for me. I
Wait,
don't
wait.
think that's supposed to be walking around right now.
So how many of the cast members or crew know of your existence or your ability to speak for that matter?
Well, none of them, well, I think some of them might have been around when I was created, but I'm not
One of us could
exactly the
pretend to be a
deadly.
ventriloquist for the show.
What?
A ventriloquist is someone who speaks without moving their lips, which I cannot do. But if I carried you around, and because as you can tell, you might have overheard some of our conversation. We're trying to get in with the show people and figure some things out, to release some humans, creatures, other beings.
He's a thespian.
Indeed.
Look, all I want to do is get the hell out of here. I've had a
Right.
pretty miserable life, and I just don't want to be here anymore. I can tell you what's in the mother horn. I can tell you what's possibly upstairs.
What's
Lucifer,
this whole
as
thing
he's-
about
as
an
he's
eclipse
mumbling-
that kills Enderlin?
As
Yes.
he's mumbling, Lucifer just reaches down, just grabs the strings, and stands them straight up.
What's
So
the
you,
moon for?
you want to untangle, break a leg, or you just want to hold him
I'm
up
just
as
gonna
he's still
hoist him up
tangled?
from the strings at first, because he's mumbling a lot, and time is being wasted.
All right, so you hold him up, but he's still like iPhone cords, just like his arms are all tangled up with his strings and his legs are all tangled up. So you're just holding him up, kind of like if you went into like a Michael's and just saw like a hung up like skeleton ornament with its arms and legs just crumbled all up, but you're holding the back of the neck, so the head's still up there, but everything else is just jumbled up here. So as you do that, he's like, "Look, she tried to create me to be a deadly force." But I blood kind of just isn't my thing, and I'd rather make people smile. But she didn't like that, so she just threw me down here for a very, very long time. I just want to be free. I just want to roam around and move around my goddamn wooden legs a little bit. But yes, Enderlin, terrified of eclipses. Fucking can't stand them.
So that's enough for Lucifer. So as he's talking with the rest of the group, he just starts to slowly try to untangle some parts.
All right, make a sleight of hand check.
I'll help.
Yeah.
You know what? I have buffs, bonuses on that.
Wait. 16. Is that enough?
16, yeah. So you start to untangle all the strings and kind of hold up, break a leg upright. And as you do, it kind of just starts to Oh, that's better. That's much better. Its head kind of goes 360 degrees. That's good. That's fine. Oh, much better, much better. Oh, thank you so much.
I
You might
want
wanna what?
the eclipse. Does it have to be astrological, or can it be false?
I don't know. I don't know anyone
Man-made.
who's tried necessarily. I just
She's never experienced a solar eclipse before?
clearly not still alive.
So does it
it
completely
really
kill
kills
her?
her.
Well, I don't know if it kills her outright, but I do know that it's part. I don't know if you know what's upstairs. There's a thing.
Not at all. Nothing.
No,
That'd be
So-
great
First-
information.
first time.
We're touring.
Yeah.
So upstairs, I don't know. Endlin, big fan of the prophecies, the telling of futures and things like that. She's got a machine upstairs that helps her with that.
Okay.
Okay.
One of
What
these
kind of
prophecies, lots of things to do with. She's a big fan of tragedy, lots of people hurting themselves or big sad, big fan of that kind of thing. She has a device upstairs that helps her figure out prophecies of tragedy or death or her death, other people's death, that kind of thing. She can kind of glimpse into the future sometimes and knows about things before they happen.
How far up is that? Like in one of the towers?
I think it's around the second floor.
Okay.
You're pretty much in the basement, which is where I've been fucking living for the last year or so.
So she likes sad stories, and she likes prophecies.
Yeah, the gloomier the better. The more tragic, the better.
Arcturian, you might want to keep your bib handy.
Yeah, I might have to
Yeah.
put that on.
Yeah, that's actually.
Just walk around like, ooh, ah.
Oh, I've been stabbed.
Blood, and
Scene. See?
They got a device upstairs that helps her power all these prophecies. That's what all the lightning is for. I don't know if you've been hearing it.
powers the prophecies, so
The
they're
power's the
artificial.
machine that helps her decipher prophecies.
Ah,
Voices come out of the ether through the cosmos. She writes it down in a little fucking book.
Wow, you're very helpful, Break a Leg.
I've been here for a long time and I want that bitch to die.
Oh, you want to help
Well,
us?
Not a
I
fan.
apologize for the calloused introduction. You have to be skeptical in working with hags.
That's okay. You really do.
Yeah, you understand.
Breakleg,
We're just gonna-
Lucifer sees Breakleg move his arms. He's like, so, what do you need to be able to move freely of your own devices? Since
I
you have
can
these
right now.
strings?"
Just gives you a little smack with his little wooden hand.
I'm gonna put a paw on Lucifer's chest,
I think you should let his strings down.
The color in his cheeks rises, the red in his eyes grows a little bit because his normal reaction to being hit is hella trippy. But he feels Moss's paw, so he just drops the strings.
Okay, so I
like let's
can't.
involve it.
He's got control over his limbs now. Now that he's untied with the strings, so you kind of hoist him up and he comes down. Look, I'm terrible. I got one hit and I'll probably combust into a tiny bunch of tiny pizzas.
Pizzas.
Into tiny pieces.
Pizza rolls.
Okay, so if I put you in a bag,
No, I don't want to go in any bag. I'd really like to leave this awful place forever. So this
yeah,
hole,
we can take you.
I would just rather go through this hole and never look at this goddamn place again, if that's okay.
No, you're coming with us. It's okay.
That's a no-no hole.
Into the bag.
What? No.
Into the bag.
No,
Into the bag.
no. He's gonna make a dexterity check and he's running away from you.
Oh no!
Are you trying to grab?
Yeah.
All right. Be your strength against the dex, which is pretty good bet.
Oh.
17.
17. Okay. So as soon as this mannequin skeleton sees an exit, a way out of here, and you guys are kind of stopping him from getting there, then you're like, no, you're coming with us. Like, no, I really want to get the hell out of here. I'm trying my best. I want to go. Like, no, you're coming with us. And you grab his, like, the back of his neck and grab some of the strings. Like, no, help!
It's okay.
Oh my God, somebody set it on fire.
Don't set it on fire. I'll scream even louder.
Just let it go.
As this happens,
Oh, I have a little tiny.
as the mannequin goes, help! You start to hear from the other room. What? What was that?
Uh-oh.
Who's out there? Kill yourself! Come out here this instant!
Uh-oh. Into the bag.
Right now! And you stuff the
All
skeleton
right,
in the
everybody.
bag.
That was a great rehearsal. Wonderful. Maximilian, gorgeous. Lucille, a little bit more on the pitch here. What? Hello? And I'll poke my head out and look into the other room. Hello, we're rehearsing here. Who are you?
There's vocal warm-ups in the background just to kind of help with the muffling of the skeleton's voice.
B.
And he pretends to be a coat hanger.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Ow now,
brown cow.
New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York.
Okay. So as you're looking into this new room, you see all the 18 goblins really stop what they're all doing, dropping paintbrushes, dropping saws, dropping the pins that's working on this woman's dress as she just stares at you. And as you kind of peek out of the room, you can see that her face, the front of the dress has like a low cut with like a pink bow up here and two like dark pieces of paint going over across her eyes, and looks very, very beautiful. Very dark red lipstick around the lips. And as you kind of peer out, you see that the various props and things kind of are strewn all over the place. You see part of like a 4-foot long crooked stove pipe. You see a wrought iron gate. You see an empty wooden coffin, a plaster statue of an elf king clutching a scepter, a plaster wedding cake stuck to a small table, stuffed boar mannequin, 6-foot tall stuffed canvas flesh golem, and a 7-foot tall painted wooden statue of an owl bear on its hind legs. And you see that that bright lantern that's right next to her on a table, still shining. And you see, now that you're kind of in the room a little bit, you can see that inside the lantern is a tiny silhouette of somebody.
Okay.
Oh.
Good to know. I'll pick out. Well, Harrison here, darling. What do you want? You're kind of interrupting the vibe. Get back to work. What are you doing? What? Hello? What?
So, Quincy, you're coming out first. Lucy, are you beside Quincy outside?
Oh, absolutely. He's just kind of over his shoulder, also looking out, continuing to
Like,
stretch
excuse
his
us?
neck and do vocal
We're trying to
lessons.
work here.
And then who else is coming onto the room, or are the rest of you staying inside?
I'm gonna stick a head out. I'll stick a head out.
Okay.
I'm still hooded, standing there still.
Do re mi fa sol la ti do re mi.
Moss,
fa,
are you
sol,
coming
la,
up close, or are you
ti,
staying
do.
behind in the storage room as well?
I'm stealthing.
Stealthing, okay, staying in the room. So as you all come out in your various performances, Quincy, you come out with your notepad, Archeon with your tights that are barely holding on to your Leonin form. Lucy, you said you put something on your arms?
Yeah, I've got like a rope over one arm. My box of kindling under the other. Just look like I'm doing like. At this point, because he's not doing vocal exercises, he looks like somebody who was helping behind the scenes, but also could be somebody who's also an actor and doing vocal exercises. So at this point, he's just a distraction.
You're a worker rehearsing for your big gig.
Waiting for my big break.
Yeah.
I want to look at, as I walk through, I want to instantly kind of change comics and look at two of the goblins kind of sitting there who just kind of have some props in their hands. Like, you two, get this one right here. Maximilian needs his props. And I'll point to Archeon. Maximilian, as you can see, some kind of bow, a sword, something
Yes.
not too sharp, not too long.
There's my weapon.
Instead. You understand?
Where?
Give him his weapon. Lucille here. We found this talent in the back rooms. We're absolutely marvelous. Please, someone get him into costume. Can we get some costume here? I would really, really appreciate it. Enderlin needs this amazing. And we know that Enderlin does not like lackluster performances, right? Right? All right, let's get on with it. Sham, you look amazing. What did you do? Is the hair? Probably the lines. I think the lines look great. You try doing something else. All right, everybody, let's go.
And as
This
soon
is
as
like,
you do that
yes, my big break.
that commanding direction there, Quincy, roll me a performance check. Or yeah, performance check.
Ooh, okay.
I'm looking at my performance too, just for shits and giggles. So.
That's a
Can Lucille use the
19.
help with that?
19. So
Yes.
you directing all the goblins, suddenly just stopping their tracks. Your performance is so convincing that they just they all start to move and suddenly start to act in
That's-
succession.
That's
And,
right, people.
um,
We got 30 minutes, and you know what that means. That's like 2 in
But
theater
as
time.
soon as they start moving, Charmaine claps her hands and they all stop and like, don't you move another goddamn step. And all the goblins freeze right where they are. Looks over to you. So, you're the new actors here for the next play, are you?
Oh, yes, actually, we're the ones who will, as they say, upstage you. So if
Yes.
you don't mind, we'd like to get back onto the preparation phase.
Oh,
You
that's
seem to be
so.
already done.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Bye-bye.
I'm almost done here, but just one quick second. Where did you come from?
Where did you go?
My mother, where'd you come from?
Also,
Lucille
my
just keeps like
mother.
doing his vocal warm-ups in the background, like nervously.
Looks over to the rest of you. Did you all come from his mother as well?
No,
From
I
his
came
mother's
from
home.
I came, my father says I came from the hellhole, but that's another subject.
We're here at the behest of Enderlin Moongrave. We heard that there was some other competition here. We were to be nice and awful sweet, and you look rather dashing and very beautiful, but you seem to be a little lacking in the social graces.
Ooh, roasted.
I don't need someone like you to dictate my social stances there, darling. So if you're here for the play and you seemingly appeared out of nowhere with that goddamn annoying break in the leg shouting at the top of his wooden lungs, you
Yes,
would
he's
then
in
know
charge
the
of our
secret
rehearsals.
passphrase to enter into the stage above them.
Of course. Absolutely.
It's like reach into the bag, like, that's the code. What's the code?
You're not, you goddamn bastard. You're gonna put me in the fucking bag. I just
I
want to get
will-
the hell
I
out of
will-
here.
I
You're
will-
gonna
I
try to
will
get me to do
eat
some
you.
goddamn
I will-
favors.
I
What do you
will
think you're trying to do? I'm not
fucking
telling
eat
you.
I will eat your face. I will eat your face. It will not be pretty. I'll eat your face. What is the passcode?
Lucifer's like dances over.
Is that
by
an
them, he's like,
intimidation?
do you want to get out of here or not?
I hope it's intimidation.
You could
Eating
like just-
someone's face is a pretty big intimidation.
you could like take his head off and then pretend to be like Shakespeare to be.
Oh,
not
to
to
be
be.
or not to be. That is the question.
The passcode. What is it?
Yes, the passcode.
Tell me.
What is the yes.
Know the password or not know the password.
So as you're saying this to the skeleton, he's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't know what fucking passphrase. I've been in the goddamn room for a goddamn year, all right? I got like fucking Jesus Christ. I just want to get the fuck out of here and go
Back
into
in the bag we
I can't.
That's a tool we'll use for later.
And as Charmaine looks on you, is like, oh, it looks like you forgot then, hey?
Oh,
That's
no,
fine.
It just changed.
Yes, oh, yes, I know. That sometimes happen. Phrases and passcodes sometimes. They like to change it from month to month to keep things secure around you, But
Right.
that's okay. I'll give you a little bit of a pass. You look like a little bit of green when I join the rest of the cast. It's fine. It's one word. Very easy to understand. You can't mess it up. Ready? Okay, so passphrase you want to tell everyone around here is Nocturi! And she disappears into out of the room. And all of
Now, Misty Step, Lucifer. Now do it.
all of the props that I described earlier start to all the statues become animated, all the gates start to move and start to run towards you as they all start to become animated, and I need you all to roll initiative.
Slap that apron on so bad.
Oh yeah.
Natural 20.
Ooh.
15.
Natural 10.
Dirty 15.
19.
Okay.
Oh, 12. Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Does Moss and Ebby know what's going on now?
You were all hearing this from the other room.
Okay.
Yeah, you all heard the sort of conversation going on, and unfortunately, the skeleton kind of gave way any kind of hope that you would have had. But as you hear that name, Nocturi, and then you just see her dissipate, vanish, a puff of smoke emanates from where she was towards the stairs going upwards. And let's see here.
Oh, jeez.
I thought I had it muted. I'm sorry. Don't listen. It's just the coat hanger.
All right, Lucy, what did you get?
I got a dirty 15.
15. Moss?
17.
17. Ebby?
Oh wait, I have to add my initiative. 21.
21. Quincy?
20.
20.
Was yours natural?
It's
Oxtrion?
just 20. It's still
Oh.
just
10. Sorry, 12. Excuse me.
12.
12.
Lucifer sees all these things start to animate and come at us, and he's like, "Oh, time to put on our best type of performance." Puts the rope in his kindling box back in his bag.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Okay. All right, so we got Ebby. You are actually up first. What would you like to do?
So Ebby wallows his way out, trying not to trip on his robe, but flips his head and sees all the things, and is like, "I guess we're fighting. Are we fighting?"
Yes.
Oh my god, yes!
Wood. I can't see. Abby's like fumbling with his hood. He's like, "Are they wood?" He's using the back.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
No, they're all. So some of them are iron, some of them are wood, some of them are plaster. One is a mannequin, canvas, wooden statue, stove pipe.
Oh, so it's all the objects
Okay.
that we just.
Okay,
Correct.
so
Yeah.
So Abby's gonna move here, and what is that one? Can I see what that one's made of from where I am?
Yes. Just 1 second. Kevin is organizing his initiative. Okay. From where you are, Quincy in the way. Which one are you pointing at?
This one.
Yeah.
This one. Is that one wooden?
It's wooden?
No, sorry, is that what you're asking? Is it
Yeah.
wooden?
Yeah.
That one is a wooden coffin.
Will it burn?
Okay. So Abby's gonna be like, oh, so he flips the hood up and he summons a massive flame and throws it at it with produce flame.
Woo!
And it
Okay.
is
Fire!
22 to hit.
22 hits, roll damage.
Ooh.
So that fireball just comes blazing between me and Quincy. Just.
Right. And that's my D8. Cool. I haven't used this D8 yet. It's fun.
Hey.
9 damage.
9 damage. Okay.
Bum, 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 bum.
Okay. Getting all my thing. All right, 9 points of damage. Okie dokie. Anything else?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So as that woman addresses Nocturi, disappears. The smoke leads towards the stairs that go up. All the objects in the room start to animate and start to move and careen towards you. Abby, just from the storage room, the wooden coffin has a big chunk taken out of it as it starts to stand up. Bam! Hits the floor. Boom, 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 and
That's
flips
big.
over. That'll be the start of that. And then we go to Quincy.
All right, I want to go ahead and look over from. I want to cast Fairy Fire for a 20-foot cube from here to here, here, and here. So these 5 need to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
For this entire corner, I want Fairy Fired.
Starting from here.
So from this corner to pretty much over here. So if I can do 20-foot cube. Here to
Starting
here.
from, come out, brush. There we go. So from here to there.
Like this.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like around there. Like that. Okay. Cool. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all gonna make dexterity saving throws. Okay. 9,
Fails.
8,
Fails.
12,
Fails.
17,
Succeeds.
7.
Fails.
Ooh.
So the
Damn.
ones that fail all get hued in this purple, violet type of hue. And I kind of point to those and be like, hit those! You have advantage to attack those.
Yeah. Make it bright and easy to see so you can murder.
I want to take my movement, and where was that lantern? Is that lantern still here? Did she take it?
The lantern.
With that figure in it? Or is that one of the animated objects?
No, you saw a lantern with a silhouette inside of it. Let me just see.
Imagine having to fight a lantern.
No, she took it.
She took it? Okay, that's fair. That's
So
fine.
she went.
All
As
right.
a trail of smoke went up into the stairs above.
So it's something valuable, definitely. Okay. Bonus action, we will go ahead and take Reggie, and I will fire a ballista at the one at this I'll move out of sorry.
Where?
I'll move over here, and I'll fire at this guy.
Okay.
Only 13 to hit.
13 misses, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, advantage, I'm sorry. That's better. 17.
Just misses.
Okay, yeah. Good to know. Okay. Hard to hit.
These big, hardy, some of them are metal gates, some of them are plaster, some of them are very heavy wood statues. As soon as you just try to reach in there, the fairy fire lights up from the purple coloration underneath these sentient, almost Disney-like terrors, and they start moving towards you, bed nods and broomstick style. The purple flame leaps up, and it has a big orange glow that allows you to hit them a little bit better. You kind of slide in. Bing, bing, shit!
All right, that's it. That's all I got. Actually, I'm going to finish my movement because I don't want to break concentration. I don't want to get hit. I'm going to go 10, 15, 20, kind of cuddle up behind that corner right there. Just kind of gusty up there.
Nice.
Okay. Just putting purple dots on all the guys that have advantage on them for you.
Okay, thank you. And that's my turn.
Okay.
If you see purple, there, easy to hit.
Abby
Gotcha.
hides purple.
All right, so after that, the objects get to go. As they all start to race towards Lucy and
Yay.
Patreon. So the one that's just beside you there, Lucy, a plastered wedding cake stuck to a small table just starts to whoomp, 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 bam, and just starts to headbutt you with its top piece. And the jagged little groom and bride statue is like a little dagger and starting to jam itself into you.
What in the heck? And Beauty and the Beast?
This really is.
What is it rolling to hit?
Natural 20!
Oh my gosh.
Shoot, dang it.
Oh no!
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it was about goddamn time, y'all.
Mhm.
Jesus Christ.
What's damage?
So we'll get that in a second. So it's going to make another attack.
Okay, fine.
That's a 2. So one will miss, one will definitely hit. 10 points of bludgeoning damage as the wedding cake just wobbles back and forth and crack hits you right in the side of the temple.
Lucifer reels back. Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
There you go.
Torch that cake. Melt that plaster.
And you get advantage from Fairy Fire.
Sure
Dun,
do.
dun.
Do. It's super strong right now, so. Okay, great. Creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. At the higher level, which I am, the damage increases by 1d10 for each slot level above the first. So, 5d10. It has got to make a dex saving above 15.
Okay. It's 10.
That it's going to take 4 damage, my boy.
Okay.
Stupid wedding cake bullshit.
And then beside the wedding cake, this massive boar mannequin kind of comes from around the table that the wedding cake's on and goes to just to gore you with its horns. And it's going to go for 2 more strikes onto you. Uh, 16 to hit on the first one.
Misses.
Unnatural 20 on the second one.
Hits.
All right, so that's going to be only 3 points of damage as you're able to kind of hold the horns of the mannequin so that pins you against the wall there. And then we got a couple more here. They're going to start making their way down into the room. The wrought iron gate comes over to this side and is going to make another 2 attacks on you.
Good lord.
Double 19s. So
Both
that
hits.
is going to be 23 on both of those. So 13 points of bludgeoning damage altogether on those.
Okay.
And then more of them start coming to life. We've got the plaster statue of an elf king clutching a scepter and a stuffed canvas flesh golem. And they're going to start making their way towards Arcturion.
Hit me, I dare you.
All right.
Do I need to roll any kind of damage for the Hellish Rebuke?
You get 1 reaction per round. So you've already used that, yeah.
No, I hadn't read out the damage for that yet.
For the Hellish Rebuke?
Mm.
No, you did already.
No, I just was reading the instructions for it.
I thought you did 4 points of damage.
No.
Oh, what did you do then?
No. Because you had rolled for dex saving, and I needed to roll the damage based on that. So it is going to be 3 d10s. So that's a 3 plus 7, which is 10, plus 7, which is 17 points of damage on the cake.
Oof. Okay. So as that plastered cake tries to stab its bride and gloom toppings onto you, kind of grab the top of it, grab the bottom of it, and start to melt the interior of it. It starts to shake down a couple layers as you're trying to fend it off. But these ones, Arctreon. Unnatural 20 to hit from first hit. 16 on the second hit.
Just hits.
So both hit. Okay. And then higher on those two. So those two will hit as well. So the slam from one prop.
I will also use Hellish Rebuke.
Yeah.
11 on bludgeoning damage to you there.
Okay. I have I have 10 temp from our previous session, not the last one, but the one that was in. Is that gone?
Yeah, that would have gone.
Okay, let me just take that off. And then 11 damage.
Okay. And then you want to Hellish Rebuke that guy back?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
My Hellish Rebuke. My one Hellish Rebuke. Me, where am I here? Where did it go? There it is. Make a Dex saving throw to beat 12.
Okay. Fail.
2d10.
Okay.
You got this. Fry him up.
First one is 9.
Ooh.
Second one's 8.
Nice. Spicy.
17.
17.
Nice,
Okay.
spicy.
Woo! Lots of fire.
I got some warlock knowledge in me.
Same thing. So as the plaster statue of the Elf King and the canvas flesh golems are coming towards you, you're trying to use its body basically as just bludgeoning tools. The elf statue with the scepter starts to come towards you, goes in for a hit, hits you a little bit, kind of like you stop it, but the end still hits you in the head, and your eyes just start to get a bit more, and that insane wild magic look. The teeth start to come out a little bit. You son of a bitch! Bam! You just hit it back with the scepter as flames gonna come out of it. Cracks in the statue a little bit, huge gash, and a big chunk of the face gets gleamed off as parts of the rock just king hits on the floor as the rest of them start to advance.
Nice.
So that was 2 hits from the first one. I don't think I did the second one yet. 17 and 16. So those are both going to hit. And then that is going to be 14 points of bludgeoning damage to Arctreon. As you're able to get pretty wall from that scepter, then the flesh golem starts to come in and just rams itself into your solar plexus. Just a lot coming at you at once, all these heavy statues and props and things like that. Then 1, 2, 3. That was 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Going down to Moss and Lucy on deck.
Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to try and I'm going to move down here, and I'm going to immediately ready my glaive, get into a deep stance, and try to pierce the one in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna make my first attack with my glaive. Is that? Let me look again. It has purple on it, so I would roll advantage.
Yeah. Is it 15 feet or 10?
Reach?
Yeah.
It's 10 feet.
So you have to move up one more square.
Right. Okay. So I'm gonna move forward and hit them.
Okay. You could step back one if you wanted to, like where right beside Quincy, if you wanted the reach of it, like right here.
No, I don't want my comrades to take any more damage, so
okay.
I want to kind of be up there with them. Yeah.
Just running out of the shadows.
I know. I'm just like leaping from the depths. Okay. I missed the first attack. Complete miss. What kind of animated one is that? Is that the cake?
So the cake is here.
Oh, that's
The
the cake.
boar is here. And what do we say that one? The iron gate is that one.
Okay, so I went through the bars of the iron gate and like didn't even get it. I'm gonna try again. Nope. Well, that's I still need to roll with advantage. Come on, give me something good. Nope. I still miss again. This iron gate
Oof.
stuff.
It's all them bars. Hard to hit.
It is. It's difficult. Let's see. I'm going to try to then use a bonus action, sheath my glaive, and take an unarmed strike on it at least.
Okay.
Try and do some damage. Oh, this dice is rolling so badly for me. Okay. That's a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. You're going to dice jail. Like, no, that's not working. I do 5 damage.
Oh.
So good. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Boss is a little out of it, guys.
So as you leap through the darkness of the storage unit here, as your friends are fighting all these random props and statues and mannequins and stuffed animals, you just rush out with your leaping stance, your tobacco tail whipping in the wind, your glaive, just going for a strike, and you're right between the bars of the gate that is just standing on both points, trying to knock and use its points on the end, on the tops of it, try stab into Lucy, but just go directly through. But then you're kind of also using it to like, get away from Lucy, so you're kind of doing this with the stick. Stop it! Bam! You just kind of bend one of the bars over.
Oh my gosh. No, I don't think there's anything else I could do.
What happens if we shout the word again?
I was thinking that. Like, I was.
I don't want to assume it's like an automatic on-off switch. Which Lucy would be yelling all of this, of course, because we're in battle, but...
Let's see. I just want to make sure I have everything. Nope. It wouldn't be that. Okay. Nope. That's all I can do. Moss didn't do a lot that time. I'm here, guys. I'm here.
Every little bit
Yeah.
counts.
All right, so as you're going for that stabbing motion, the glaive goes right between the bars of the wrought iron gate, and as you're through your frustration, just going for a powerful strike, bend one of the gate bars. We go over to Lucy with Arctreon on deck.
Oof. Okay. Lucy's taking some hits, and he's not happy about it. So Lucifer's gonna go ahead while he has his hands on this partially now melted cake thing. He's gonna take out his rapier because he has a few foes around him. He's gonna make one big slash at the cake, and then on the backhand. So he's gonna make one big slash on this one. Sorry, on this one here, and then one big backslash on this one here.
All right, on the cake and on the boar. Okay.
Right. Rapier. Hooah! 16 plus 6, 22.
That'll hit.
Great. Where's my D8? This one. There it is. Okay. Hooah! That's not very good. A 7 on the first
Miss.
strike. Huh?
So 7 points of damage?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I thought I meant to hit. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I forgot to roll both hit ones first. And then the second strike. Ooh, another 16 plus 6 is 12. Sorry, 22.
22 to hit. You're going for the second guy that you...
Correct. On the
Okay.
ball. Hooah! And then a 4 plus 5, so a 9.
9. Okay.
And then Lucifer would also like to use a bonus action to use Second Wind.
Okay.
1d10. Ha! Please. 6 plus 6, so I get 12 points of health back.
For second wind?
Yeah.
All right. So as you got this sentient plaster cake trying to stab you with its groom and bride toys on the top, the boar trying to wring its horns into you. The plaster is kind of already sort of starting to melt and get a bit buckled underneath, and you got your rapier out as you're holding the boar with your foot. Got the rapier out here. Bit of a flicker and flare from the rapier starts to cut the cake down to size as hard plastic bits start to fall and crumble, and its couple layers are now cinched into itself like a souffle that's deflating. It's falling into itself a little bit. It's having a bit harder time striking you with it. Same with the boar. You push it off with your leg. A couple switch slashes. Part of the horn falls off. One leg falls on the ground. It's still got its wooden hooves trying to dig into your heels and everything. You're just trying to do your best to back away as you take a couple deep breaths. Pump that hand into you. Second wind. Some of the gashes and the breaks from the other attacks start to heal and coalesce, but you're holding your own.
Cool. And then I would love for Star, if available, to attack the boar one.
The boar one. Okay. What's your little command word that you want to give Star?
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah.
Just over your shoulder, this little cute black-skinned, this black furred kitten with a couple tentacles with little barbs on the end just reaches over your shoulder. It just leaps off, sort of does this sort of anime strike as it flips over onto their side. Just like barely scratches the end of the boar statue. But it did 21 to hit. So it will hit. And does 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Go, Star, go. Star, I choose you. That's the command.
All right. So after that, we will go to Arcturion.
Well, so much for the tights.
Yeah.
Sitting there with this massive muscular Leonin with the fur poking out now from various tights.
Yeah.
The objects coming towards you, the two statues attacking you, have now started to rip parts of your very nice inlaid costume, and bits of fur starting to poke out in various places.
I will enter my rage.
Yeah,
Hey!
do it.
As the men in tights start rippling off, like Hulk losing most of his clothing as he's entering his form.
Oh my gosh.
I will not put the bib back on because I know it's an action to do that, and I don't have a lot of actions. So
Okay.
I will not put the
I
bib on.
imagine you have like a little like Robin Hood hat just like cinching on over like
Yeah,
one of
still
your ears.
sitting
a
in
little
there.
feather.
And I will attack.
You got the elf scepter here that took a pretty big hit, and the flesh golem here.
I will take the one that is the elf.
Okay.
The elf statue. I will make 2 attacks with the great axe. 15, 16, 22,
Hits.
Yeah.
19.
19?
Yes, 19.
Just hits.
Ooh, okay. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the bib on. Otherwise,
Nope.
that would have been an automatic.
Yep. It would
Okay,
have.
that's okay. That's okay. That is a-okay. That's okay. So 1d10 plus 1d12 plus 4. That's 12 plus 4. That's 16 for the first one.
So
That's 7 for the second one.
I will say, because I'll let you redirect the second attack, because as you start to hulk out, the fur goes through the very well intricate, the very well knitted and seamed costume, but through sheer force and muscles and fur just start to rip in certain places. And you just see this hulking, tightly costumed Archeron take out their battle axe. Bam! One upsweep as half of the elf statue's already been battered off. One giant upswing like just a bat. Whole elf statue just shatters into a bunch of pieces. The rocks just scatter across the ground, and you're able to redirect your other hit and get right into the flesh golem on the undercarriage. So that first one's dead, and it'll do 7 points of damage, bleed over to the other one.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
This. I have the 2 actions. That's it, right?
Mhm.
Okay. No, I believe that's all I can. I have movement.
You have movement. You did your action. You attacked twice. You got a bonus action if you can use it.
I will
Rage.
bonus at. I raged.
Raged
That was my
already?
bonus action. Yep. That's literally.
You also, with your rage, your wild magic surge, I believe,
Oh,
does some fun shit.
Yeah, that is fun. 1d8. What are we gonna do today? What is it gonna be today?
What's it gonna be today?
Number 6. 6. Until your rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain 1+ bonus to your AC, while within 10 feet of you, your allies gain the same bonus.
Woo!
There you go. Okay, multicolored lights. What do you want the lights to look like?
I want the lights to look like, it's really Canadian, but I want them to look like Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Blue.
That.
It's like a wavy blue and green swirl, while somehow light is still jettisoning vertically, and they kind of will continue.
Hell
That sounds
yeah.
Beautiful.
You'll
Mhm.
love
It's nice to see.
it. Okay.
So what happens in the benefit? What do we get from it?
You
You
get
get
1
plus
your
1
AC,
Ooh, that's
as long as you're 10
So,
feet from me. You
one-
gotta stick close.
+1 to AC.
word.
Let's see if we can do the 10
I'm in
foot.
perfect
That's
position.
death range for Abby. I don't think he wants to stay that close.
I honestly,
Yeah.
kind of like the way we've got this like little protective area with us fighting at the forefront and Abby in the back. This is like a really good setup, I think.
It's the safest Abby's ever felt, honestly.
We have some good shield up here.
So
Unless,
yeah,
you know-
definitely. So as Archer and as you hulk out, as the Robin Hood tights start to rip and tear as your fur starts to jettison through it, one giant 4 elf statue smashes a little bunch of pieces. You then do another sweeping underhit in the carriage of flesh golem as it creeps up into the air. And as your muscles expand, and with each hit, these northern colored lights just expand and explode, kind of like fireworks, and they start to feather over to your friends and just give them a little renewed self of energy. Okay.
And that is it for me.
That is it. Okay. And then we got the rest of the props here. Let's see.
They have to wait their turn. There's not enough room.
So out of the corner of your eye, Arctron, because you actually would be able to see this. The rest of the room on the corner here.
Oh,
So over on this side, you see a wooden statue of an owlbear on its hind legs.
Oh,
And another empty wooden coffin, or sorry, a crooked stove pipe start to run over towards you.
oh no.
What?
Nocturi?
Nothing happens. As you're kind of going, bam, bam, 2 strikes, your body expands, the lights feather off from each hit, float over to your party members. You look to the side as these 2 more of these mannequins and statues coming your way, like, guys, there's more of them. All right. So 2 hits. 4. An 8 and a 16. I think those don't hit. Or does a 16 hit?
They do not.
This
I'm
is
guessing.
Shay's Aiden.
Oh, excuse me. 16. Yeah, 16 does not.
Okay. No, so those both will miss.
AC is now
then-
17.
Both will miss. So as the crooked stove and the owl bear come towards you, the statues, just like if you're in like any kind of national park and there's just like one of those standing bears, there's just one of those, and the owl bear just starts waddling over to you. Guys, there's more of them! He's holding them back.
Oh,
Trying to get them from coming towards the rest of your party. So both of those will miss. And then up here, the rest of the props start wobbling over.
These all look very flammable.
I hope so.
And these
Yeah?
guys are, let's see, 25 feet, yeah. They're going to switch places with their allies. Or actually, opportunity attacks for everybody. Actually, they'll,
Lucy's gonna shout out, Quincy, any chance you got any more of those 10 HP points?
Yeah.
Might be a bigger fight than we expected.
Yeah, I could do something like that.
this guy's going to attack you, Lucy.
gosh.
These two are going to hold their actions.
Hate that.
All right. Okay. 23 to hit and 21 to hit. For you, Lucy.
What was the 23 for sure? What was the second one?
21.
Yeah, both hit.
Okay.
Oh.
So this is from 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Altogether.
Yes, the other two are going to hold their actions
Gross.
as a another statue comes to life, makes its way over there, just with its wooden hand, just just trying to stab you with it into your ribs, into your solar plexus.
Can Lucifer use silvery bobs on one of them?
You've already used a reaction this round.
Okay,
So
got
at
it.
the start of the next round, you can do that.
Roger.
But we will get back to top of the round with Ebby. You're now seeing this army of sentient props, statues, gates all start to cram over to your party members here, the Monarch 4. You safely inside the storage room here. What would you like to do?
So Abby gets a little worried for everyone, and he moves up one space to try and see if he can see anything he can do to help, because right now he's worried that he would hurt his teammates by doing anything else from how clustered they are. So he reaches for a few of his dragonflies and tells them to fly out to the enemies behind them. And doing so, the room starts turning red, and everything around them starts, the fireflies start to spin very fast, and small things around them start to catch on fire.
Yeah.
As
Yes.
the fireflies form into one giant flaming sphere, causing
Okay.
all things in its area to start burning. And anything in that area, it says when it ends their turn. So I don't know, since it's being spawned on them, the damage will do work now. Is that how it would work? This is being spawned on them.
If it says if it does damage at the end of their turn, it would be not the start. So yeah, it would be at the
Okay,
end of their
okay.
turn.
Okay. And so the sphere goes on. Now, since those things are flammable, they catch on fire, right?
So these are skinned as various props, but their stats are considered to be constructs.
Got it. Okay. And with his bonus action, he can command wherever the sphere goes, and he just slams it into the one right in front of Archdom.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Woo.
So
Gotta
that
get a little sentient fireball going.
firefly ball,
Like sentient fire.
sentient fire.
It's always good.
Sentient fire emote thing. That's amazing.
So this little flame sphere, you're doing damage just to the one animated, the one prop here.
Yeah, because I think it said, I think it means it only hurts the one it hits. Is that right?
I believe so. What's the spell called?
Flaming sphere.
It should do damage right when it makes contact, right?
Yes. But I can't spawn it on someone. It has to be spawned.
Yeah, so you're gonna make a dexterity saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Ram as a bonus action, ram into the creature. Let's make a throw. Stops moving its turn. You move the sphere, you can direct it over barriers, 5 feet tall. Ignites flammable objects. Radius, yeah. So it's got to make a dex save, which is 16.
Cool. So nothing happens then to the slam.
Okay. So this one is particularly the animated flesh golem that's currently trying to still ram itself into Arcturion over here. The stuffed canvas flesh golem. So,
Yeah.
but whatever it's made of is still fairly hardy. So as you all see this bright orange coloration come from the storage room. Almost like a volleyball. This flame sphere comes out, hits on the edge, but then rolls on the ground a little bit, hits the wall, but it does half damage. So you can still roll your 2d6.
Roll damage.
Is it? Do I round up or down?
Down.
Then 1 damage.
Oh, what?
Well, I rolled a 3.
So
And
it
you're doing half
would go to 2, the next closest number.
Okay, but it's half damage. So that's why I was asking if it goes if I round up or down.
Yeah, I'll give you 2. Why not?
Yay!
Okay. That's on that one. That's on that one. Okay, so yeah, the plaster gets hit. A little bit of a scuff on the top, but still raging on. Okay, then we got Quincy.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and use a spell slot to go ahead and change Reggie to a protective version.
Mm-hmm.
And bonus action, I will activate it. So that's going to be my turn though. But everyone gets a D8 plus. Oh, good. That's a 7. I believe it's a +3. So I think everyone gets 10. But let me check real quick. Protective version. D8 plus intelligence. So yeah, everyone gets 10 temporary hit points.
10 temporary hit points.
Thank
As-
you.
Thank you.
Reggie, so is Reggie the? So Reggie can kind of transform in various forms. Is this the Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yeah, Reggie's on the
Platform card?
Yu-Gi-Oh platform thing. So I'll
Sweet.
kind of put 2 cards down, and it kind of like exudes like a shield, like a boom, that everyone kind of now has like a little bit of a buff on them a little bit.
It's time to
Wait.
duel.
Thank you so much.
So everyone's
So as
within
Reggie
10 feet of
transforms and from the gauntlet with the nozzle and the firebolt, shit, you run back inside, flick your forearms, this sort of half metal wing comes out with placements as you take your spell scroll, and this radius of plume of light yellowed energy sparkles all over you and the rest of your party members, and more glitter. This is like a weird, like a cacophony of like a carnival fireworks show, mixed in with fighting like fantasy props. You got northern lights coming off of Arcturion, a big yellow glittery dome
It's a
coming
little
up.
rave in here.
Yeah, it's a big old rave of fighting statues and gates and stuffed animals and all kinds of things. The flaming sphere rolling on the ground. It is quite the sight. But yeah, you have temporary hit points. Staying there, Quincy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move.
Okay. Next up, we got some of the other animated armors here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got, yeah. Okay. So again, with Moss, Lucy, and Arcturion holding the doorway here, this is going to be 2 attacks, or 4 attacks, I should say, at you, Lucy.
Okay.
There we go. 17 on the first one,
Misses. Thank
15 on the
goodness.
second.
What was the next one?
15.
Misses.
All right.
Hooray.
Second prop. That is definitely, one of them's going to definitely hit. That is 22.
Hits.
So that'll be 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then moving down the way here, 1 going to Moss, and 1 going to Arctreon. Okay, so Moss, 2 attacks coming at you. Double 3. It's gonna miss. Arctreon. 1 and a 19. So that's
1 will hit.
23 to hit. So that's gonna be a d6 damage to you. Another 1. Cool. That's 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the props start to ascend, try to push you through the doorway. So not a lot of hits there as their weakened forms start to crumble with each hit. You start pushing them off, hitting, repelling, doing a good job of not letting them advance.
Come on.
And then after that, we come to Moss and Lucifer.
Great. Okay, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. It's 3 points of bludgeoning, but it's half damage because I'm raging. What are we rounding down to?
We'll say 2 because I gave the 2 to Abby there.
Take it.
Okay. And Lucy, you're up.
Woo!
Oh, sorry, Moss, then Lucy. Ha.
What?
Excuse. Okay, anyway. So the ones right here are the ones that are the most hurt, right?
No. The one that's the most hurt is the flopping plastic wedding cake that's currently crumpling over itself. And the boar as well is really hurt in front of Lucy here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try and get the boar in front of Lucy. So I'm gonna just like kind of like look at this dented fence and just be like, you're not worth my time. I'm gonna try and take a stab at the boar. I'm gonna go hunting.
You get advantage. Go for it.
I know, please. I ditched the other dice. No, the first attack misses still.
Ah! I'm sorry.
I know, my dice are not happy with me tonight. They are not. These are single digits.
Oh no.
Oh, they're so bad.
You know how it feels to be me.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, it sucks to be Kevin.
Oh my
take
god.
a bonus action and do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
With a key point. I think I'm getting like super tired of my glaive because it's like super cramped, and I think that's what's happening.
Exactly. It's a bit more longer range. You got it stuck into the bars. It's moving around. You're trying to hit, but you're just like hitting the ceiling and then hitting the wall and then hitting like your knee. Like, God damn it! You just throw it down.
So I'm just going. Okay. Let's work on my fists. Okay.
Weapons of mass destruction coming up.
It's insane.
There's no way Lucifer can like lend her one of the hand axes.
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
Unfortunately, no. Okay, so
Here,
They're probably gonna do more damage anyway.
Still, the highest one's a 16.
Miss.
I know.
Unfortunately, getting too cramped in here. The gate is being annoying and just wafting back and forth as your glaive got stuck in its bars and you threw it out and you kind of throw it behind you and the gate's just trying to barricade you and push you into the hallway there, into the open doorway back into the storage room. Like, good, you're just wrestling with this gate, trying to like reach other stuff, but it pumps itself up. So your fists get raised up and you're just not able to.
Moss is getting
unfortunately.
flustered.
Same.
Okay. Lucy, you're up. Arctreon on deck.
So Lucy, after having kicked this ball back, and I know that they've already kind of compressed in again, Lucifer is going to take that magical hair rope that's 50 feet long and literally just toss it in a spread out motion towards these nearest like 3 inanimate objects over here. And he's going to very quickly go hit, and throw it with an energy of like, stop these things, wrap these things up, something along those lines.
So let me just see.
Because he's also flustered with, like, he likes proximity fighting, but this is insane.
Yeah, we're
It's a
being
bit
overwhelmed right now.
So with whatever 50 feet of rope can do to as many...
So it's 30 feet of
30 feet, not 50.
Of a very long, very sturdy, hewn, corrid hair strand that for all intents and purposes is a very long piece of dreadlock that has very hard, very granite-y textures to it. So you can 3 feet.
Jackie, that's what
You can entangle one of them.
Okay.
And it's got to make a deck save of beat a 13. So which one do you want to entangle?
So this is the boar. This is the cake, right?
Yeah, the cake's pretty fucked up. The boar is also pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
This is the iron gate that is the BBEG of this encounter, apparently. And flesh golem over here.
Let's hit the iron gate in hopes that it gets tangled, and so one of its buddies behind it can't move past it.
All right. So as all these inanimate objects are just like pushing you into this doorway, like your movements are being encumbered. You're trying your best, but it's just a lot coming at you at once. Like, fuck, we're getting kind of pushed back here. And then you remember the cord hair strand, and then you do the dance.
Yeah.
And the hair strand just snakes out of your coat over onto the ground. Almost like a cobra just leans up and wraps itself in the bars of the gate and just clamps it together, kind of like when you wet a piece of shirt and just throw it all, bind it, crunches it in, and let's see if it can be restrained. So
He's
the
gone.
iron gate's got to beat a 13 dex save.
No.
Rolled. 28. It failed.
Yes.
Wow.
It was almost a 20. I was
I can
like,
never
oh
tell
my
with your
god.
reactions if it's good or bad.
I know.
I have that effect. So let's see. Strand. So it is considered grappled by the rope.
Thank God.
So it cannot move. Let's see here. And is also restrained. So attacks against it have advantage. And it has
Dope.
disadvantage on dex saves.
Nice.
Nice.
And does that count as one of my actions?
That is your bonus action, my friend.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Totally cool. So I still have 2 attacks. Great. So we're gonna go hand axes, and once again, kind of hand axes in both. /1 at the cake and one of the boar, and one of the boar, and hopefully finish them
Okay.
with the hand axes. So I'll just do both the rolls to hit.
Yeah, so they're both advantage.
Both advantage. Sweet.
Yeah. A fairy fire, that purple flame is still glowing around their aura.
Great. So the first, so at advantage, we have a dirty 21.
That'll hit. Is the cake?
And then, wow.
Is it cake? It's not. Run.
And then
The cake was a lie.
Yeah. A big lie.
and then a dirty 19.
On the board,
I say
just hits.
dirty as if it matters.
Dirty. Yeah, no, it does hit. Roll damage.
Thank goodness. Okay, so then I need my. I will have these memorized one day. This is a D6. This one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that is a 10.
Yep.
And a 10. Well, 2
10
5s. And there's D6 plus 5.
Okay. So as the sentient chorid strand of hair snakes itself around the gate, wraps itself around the bars, constricts it for a moment, just bends inside of itself. You can see it kind of strangling and like moving back and forth as the gate goes up and down, up and down. Like, finally, some fucking breaks in this thing. You just grab the cake and go, "Ugh!" Flame comes out of the side of your eyes, so you're getting pissed off now. As the cake kind of flop and the middle part starting to be melted from the hellish rebuke, you grab the top and bottom, just throw it over the side. Take your rapier. As this boar, as you've chopped off a part of its leg, a part of its horn, but its wooden frame still trying to ram itself into you. You just rip the head off of it, pull it off, and just kick the undercarriage. It shatters into a billion pieces. Both of
Screw the
them
hand
fall to the
axes. I
ground.
liked that a lot better.
Okay.
And then so if those two are those two? Yes, nice. And then can we have Star attack this? I don't know what this inanimate object is, but this one.
Okay. So I had these two hold their actions for when anyone got into melee range. So it's going to roll to hit Star. Hitting.
Bean.
Star also got temporary hit points.
The worry on Quincy's face that happened. just
I'm like,
now
excuse
was
me. I found the
paramount.
cat first.
No kittens are gonna vanish in this campaign, good sir.
Or will they?
Or will they?
Okay, so let's see here.
It does have a pretty high armor. Did it? Oh, that was the one that I had, which was not correct.
Okay, I just gotta double check something really quick.
So,
Um,
Lucy, did you take a bunch of damage this round? Yet, right now? Are you out of temporary hit points?
I have taken a lot of damage thus far, but at the moment I currently have 26 plus my 4 temporary. I have
Okay.
10, and it's been breaking down to 4, so I've taken a lot of damage this round.
I have OGs.
I've used my second wind and your 10 temporary.
Okay.
You
I have 4
both?
temp left.
You both have are hurting.
oh,
I'm not
They're
like
definitely
close to
being
death.
the
I said
tanks,
26
so-
plus 4, so I'm still okay right now.
They're tanking it. I can.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would be the worst barbarian ever if I wasn't taking a few hits and be like, I'm okay.
No, exactly. Which is why I'm always like, no, please hit me so I can at least hellish rebuke you and then use my AC and my hit points to tank.
Okay.
I'm having a field day, so
Are you out of 8 temporary hit points, Archeon?
no, I still have 8.
Okay, so how many temp hit points did you give Star there, Quincy?
10.
Okay. So Star has 9 hit points,
Left.
just so you know. That's
Yeah.
total.
Sure.
So you gave plus 10,
What's
Mhm.
its armor class?
12. And I
Hit
rolled a
me instead.
and I rolled a 14 on that one.
Uh-huh.
And I rolled a 19 on the second one. Here we go. That's a 1 on the damage die.
Okay.
Ooh.
So that's 3 points of damage out of 19. And 6 points of damage on the second.
Cool.
Okay. Woo!
So
Could be a
that's
lot worse.
9 points of damage. So currently Star is at 10 HP.
Cool.
So as Star reached
Throws him
over your
back.
shoulder and whipped the wild boar on the back. A little chip flew out from the barbed tails that 2 of them is currently on the back of Star. You're wrestling with this thing like, Star, help us out, will ya? Jumps up from the bottom, and this anime statue just goes, just smacks it out of the air, boom, hits the ground, rolls into a crate, and is just dazed.
You did it so good. You stay there. Stay.
Just kind of falls down, but its head doesn't hit the ground. Its 2 tails kind of uses that as support, so it goes, wow, just makes itself go down gently. But yeah, that was a hard smack from the stone
Hey.
statue that hit it out of the air.
I wish Lucifer could rage so bad.
Okay. So after that, that'll be Lucy's turn, I believe, and then we come to Arctreon.
Oh boy.
Please.
Alright.
Whatever that means,
I
please.
am Da, 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 da. I'm gonna attack the one that is right next to me there.
There's 3.
That's
Or actually,
I'm currently
5
bodying
altogether.
a bunch of them like
Just with this hulking
Hodor!
Leo, yeah, literally
Hold the
Hodor,
door.
hulking Leonin in this tight, ripping Robin Hood's outfit, holding a bunch of inanimate objects at bay, holding them by the collar, holding them by the leg. I'm trying as fucking fast as I can.
Okay. I will use use Daunting Roar.
Okay.
My first little action here. You must make a Wisdom saving throw of 14.
Is that what's the radius on that? Is it a cone or a radius?
10 feet. 10 feet.
It's a radius?
So yeah. Everybody
So
with
one,
that's in
two,
the
three,
current
four.
one.
So 6. Okay.
All 6 of them.
Nice.
So
Get him in there.
it's a wisdom?
Wisdom saving throw.
They're not smart. They're inanimate.
What's the DC?
14.
Fail. 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 Succeed. Fail. -4 to wisdom.
Did the one that succeed, the one that's restrained?
I'm not scared of you. It's just all tangled up. Like, damn it. Screw you, Leon.
It actually is, funny enough. So these guys are all restrained.
And they are all now frightened.
Let's go. Please, God.
I counted from the bottom up here. It went fail, 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 succeed, fail.
Ah, yes, let's go.
Okay. And I'm going to just start swinging.
Okay, so you
Please,
got
all right.
advantage on these hits.
Mm.
I
So the
believe.
one that's going to be next to me, one like to my right.
Okay.
Advantage. Yeah, so let's do advantage on that one. Oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
Hey!
Yes! So they shimmy my tray over. There's a 20 in there. So that is for the first hit. So it's crit on the first one. Second hit is I wish the bib was on.
Oh,
19.
oh, what
It's
a time
fine.
to take it off.
Hey, listen, you didn't want to bleed through the costume. Now I'm just ripping
It was
through
a
the
solid
costume.
pan until you didn't
Yeah.
let the skeleton leave. Still stuffed in your bag as a prisoner.
Yeah, hey,
What's the
it's a
reverse
tool.
password?
It's a mouse tool we'll use later. Okay, so crit on the first one, so that will be where is my D12 plus 4? Oh, that's 12 plus 4. That's 16 on that first hit. Crit, that is 32.
Nice.
Second one was 1 plus 4. That's 5.
So, second one is 5 damage.
Yes.
So that first one, as all these objects are starting to careen towards you, Lucifer's starting to get down some of the numbers here. The cake destroyed, the boar shattered into some pieces, sends Star over to the stone statue coming towards you, smacks it out of the air. Then the other ones are starting to pile on to you, Archeon, rippling muscles out of your Robin Hood Men in Tights outfit, holding them all off, and it's starting to like push you kind of into the wall. And you just get fucking upset. All your frustrations come out in this massive roar, and all of the statues, the stuffed animals, the gate, everything just starts to, like, if they had eyebrows, it could raise their things. They all just stop. And they all just start wobbling away from you. Like, where are you going? Ripping off your big, massive claws into the flesh golem, rip it in half, throw it across the room. They're all just a bunch of mannequins. Imagine them all sort of pushing towards you, then you roar and they stop. Turning around, are all starting to run away from you. But you rip that one into pieces.
And the one that is diagonal to me to the because that additional 5, will that go to another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it the bugbear statue.
Perfect. That was one action to do the Daunting Roar. I did my attacks. Do I still have the one action?
So you should have a bonus action for Daunting Roar and then an action to hit.
Okay.
You've
And
done
then
action. You've done a hit. You've attacked twice.
Yep. I think. Do I get advantage attack? Not advantage attacks. Opportunity attacks when they.
If they leave your range, yeah.
If they leave my range. Okay. Then I think I'm out of the moves.
Okay. After that, we come to the fucking scared as shit objects. One running over there, so that's the crooked stove. So you'll get an opportunity attack on that guy.
Nice. I will, as I'm just ripping furniture to pieces. I
Do
just
it.
Ripping the flesh golem in two as plaster just explodes everywhere.
Yeah.
Then you start to use it to bash into other people and throw it across the room.
Where are you going? And I'm gonna like run and jump for the is it the owlbear statue that's
This one is the crooked stove top.
crooked. Okay. It's getting a cleave with the axe.
All right.
Archeon to the rescue.
16, 17. 22.
22. Okay.
22 to hit. Oh, it's an opportunity
definitely hits.
attack, so it's yeah, okay, yeah. And 1d12. 10.
Ooh.
10. Okay. So that crooked stovetop, as you break the flesh golem in two and throw its other plastered hide, king, just like bend the crooked stovetop even more from the side as it hobbles away. Made a giant dent in it.
Awesome.
Okay. And then these other guys. Abby, if someone moves into your sphere, does it get hit? Or do you just have to hit them?
If they're ending their turn in my sphere radius, they get hurt.
Okay, what's the radius of your sphere?
5 feet around it. So everywhere in a 5 feet circle.
So roll damage for that, just really quick. Because these guys would have ended their turn within your sphere's range in that last round.
4 damage.
4 damage?
Yeah, and it'll be, I think, different damage per creature, if I'm reading it right. Yeah, per creature.
I'm just going to times it by 4 just for brevity's sake.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
we'll make those go down a little bit. See, I've definitely done that. So all these statue esters start to move away. And this guy is also going to move in his friends. You, actually, Moss, you'll get an opportunity attack as this guy tries to move that way.
Frick yeah! Damn it! I'm gonna try. God
This
damn
is the
it!
owlbear statue going go 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 go.
Don't we both get opportunity attack, or is it just one singular?
It's their reaction, so
Okay.
you only get it once around.
Okay.
Okay. 18.
18
Nice.
just hits. Roll damage.
Let's go.
Oh, I thought it was
Slap him.
19. I was so
Slap him.
worried.
Damage, high
Okay,
damage,
now
high
that
damage,
I actually have like something to do, I'm gonna endue my glaive with the monk power of one with the blade to add an extra d6 damage. I'm also going to use a key point to add my martial arts die for an extra d6.
Okay.
Oops. That. Okay, 9, 12, 16 damage.
Nice.
16.
Nice.
Finally!
Okay.
I am so frustrated. I'm like, finally some room to breathe!
Yeah, so as this bugbear statue starts to wiggle its way past Archeron, past you, as Archeron rips that flesh golem, throws it at the crooked pot stove, a bugbear going towards you, and you're just, the gate's like pushing you back. God, why can I hit? Bam! Just a giant fist into the owlbear statue, making a giant hole in its hollow body. Pieces of it fall into it, fall on the ground. Well, it doesn't make a sound, but just smash into it, and then it just keeps trying to run away.
Little does everyone know, next level up, Moss is getting a barbarian. She's raging so much right
Oh, fuck.
now. So pissed.
All right, so made a giant hole into that guy there.
So yeah, that was opportunity attack, so I can't do anything else.
No. So there you go.
And oh no, sorry, that guy was there. That guy would go to. I don't think I did that. Trying to see that way. 5. That guy. 5. Okay, and that way. Yeah, so the rest of them are just beelining for the stairs. And that'll take us to the top of the round with Evie.
Okay. So Abby's gonna move right there. Does that mean I'm now like empowered with whatever that buff is?
Yep. So you get the +1 to your AC.
Cool. And
You basically can just control your flaming sphere and just bop it at anyone you want.
yeah, that's my bonus action. But is anyone hurt really? That hurt at all? Like that needs help?
I'm not in danger right now.
Okay. Abby's enjoying the fire, so he's going to do another massive produce flame and chuck it at one of the things.
There you go. Which one do you want to chuck it at?
I'm going to chuck it at the one in front of us.
The gate.
Yeah.
A flippin' gate.
At
Melted.
advantage.
Yes.
Or, sorry, as disadvantage on the dex save from the flaming sphere.
Okay, wicked. So that will be...
Natural 1.
So I hit. Okay. Oh, wait, wrong dice. Sorry. Eight.
8 points damage. Okay.
It would have been 14, but it fell out.
Oops.
I'm too honest. I was like, do I say it? No.
All right, so as the wrought iron gates currently cinched on all its bars and the core hair strand, this flaming ball just ping, 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 hitting the wrought iron gate as parts of its bars are getting heated up from the metal to start to become orange and yellow in coloration and hue. But it's still just staying up. It's still rocking back and forth.
And for a bonus action, Eddie's going to move his sphere. Can I move the sphere myself? No. Okay. It's going to move the sphere. How do I ping?
Just hold
Use your left mouse button.
left mouse hold down.
Hold
Oh,
down.
there.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he's gonna move it that way, but he's gonna end it, move it here, like just below where it is, but slam into the one to the left.
Did you slam it already into the gate though?
No, I used produce flame for that.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Into this
Yeah.
guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 14.
I get to roll damage.
No, it's got to make a dex save, right?
Yeah. You have to win on. You have to beat 15.
Okay, I failed.
2.
2 points of damage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. So still, as the produce flame hits against the right iron gate, the metal starts to heat up, become yellow and orange coloration. Then you use your other feathered hand, whip the flamed ball, roll it over, ping, 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 into other statues that they're starting running away, but just didn't make as much impact as you thought. But still holding the ground here. The numbers are getting less. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, going over to Quincy.
All right, bonus action. We'll go ahead and pop once again the protector just to see if it refreshes healing points or temporary hit points. That is an 8 plus 3, so it's 11. So you can take 11 temporary hit points instead of what you currently had, or currently have. Not in addition, but.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you had 11 and you took like 5 or 6 hits, it'll boop, 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 back up to 11 there.
Action, I'm going to go ahead and slick on through here. 5, 10, 15. And then I'll cast Thunder Wave right here.
Nice.
Okay.
Just at first level.
Yeah.
And that'll be just a saving throw from everyone around me. That's a Constitution 14, so they probably have it, but we'll try.
Okie dokie.
So that's 3d8 because it's from focus at through my focus.
So 3 of them is a deck save.
Constitution.
Constitution. All right.
Yep.
21,
Thanks.
13,
Fails.
and 12.
Fails. Cool. Oh, and a 15-foot cube. So it would probably hit this one as well. Yeah?
Yeah.
And this one as well? Yeah. Let's see that.
9 and 15.
One succeeds, one fails.
Okay.
Okay. So total is I'm taking a picture of that because that's almost crit. That's almost max. It's 8, 8, and 7.
Whoa!
Nice.
Damn.
Nice.
That is
Damn.
24 damage. 24 thunder damage, but halved to those who succeeded.
Okay. Boom. And let's go. One. Boom. And this guy is okay. Boom.
Cool.
Right, thunder damage as these inanimate objects are running away. Quincy, you're able to snake your way inside there. Jump up, throw that spell scroll onto the platform from Reggie. All the crates crumble, take apart. All the inanimate statues and plastered animals, everything just made a pretty loud sound.
I know.
But everywhere, but you did clear the board a little
Does
bit.
the passer's out of trace help muffle that?
Unfortunately, no.
If this one below me, this one succeeded, I'm presuming.
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Okay. So I will take the attack of opportunity chance from him to move up to here.
Nice.
So that guy
Oh, Quincy. And thank you for the health points.
Yes.
fail.
Okay. I just want to be next to this guy in case he leaves. Because I don't have another thing I can do right now
Okay.
to let him move away from my opportunity attack. Go ahead.
No problem. Okay. So that's a couple there. So 3. Okay, so what do we got left here? the Iron Gate, the most evil enemy I have created since.
BBG.
BBG of the campaign, the Wrought Iron Gate. Okay. We got 4 left here. All right. That is their go. I believe. So this one is going to move in and attack you again, Lucy.
All right.
Oof, both miss. And
Love that.
the gate is going to try to escape. It also fails.
Yay, hair rope.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, rope.
And then we got this guy disappears into this room.
Mm.
And Actually, no, that guy doesn't go yet. My mistake. It was just those two there. Okay, after that, we go to Moss and Lucy.
Let's go, Moss.
Let's see. So that object by the stairs hasn't gone up there yet?
No, it is currently trying to make its way up as the roar has scared the ever-living crap out of it, and it's trying to hobble its way up the stairs.
Okay. I don't want it to attract any more attention than we've already
Go get it.
had, so I'm going to shoot my longbow at it.
Okay.
Make an attack on it. Okay. One at a time, because rolling them all together makes me like, oh, that's a nat 20, thank God! Oh my gosh. My beach dice are a blessing. Okay, so the first one is a 26 to hit with a nat 20.
And this is against the gate?
No, this is against the one in front of Quincy. Unless that is the gate.
Gotcha. What'd you hit it with?
A longbow.
Longbow, gotcha. Okay.
So that means...
Take it out.
I hope I do. Okay. So that is now 2d8 plus 3. Ooh, okay. So that is 14 plus 3, 17 damage.
14 plus 3, but you crit, right?
Right, but it's 2d8. So I got an 8 and a 6 plus 3. Make sure I do my math right.
Do you do that times 2?
Yeah. Longbow's 1d8, so I already doubled it.
Oh, sorry. Okay. They're saying 1d8, 1d6. Okay, sure. So 14 you said?
17.
17?
Yeah, 8 plus 6 is 14 plus 3 is 17 damage.
Nice. You're going for the longbow. As you're trying to get everything out of the way, the numbers start dwindling down, gives you a bit more room to breathe as the gauge just kind of hobbling back and forth with the cord hair strand wrapping itself. Take out your longbow. Hit it in a very specific spot right between the shoulder blades of the statue that just explodes in all directions. Hands, legs, head falls off the stone, steps, and falls back down.
Nice.
Okay, so that was one attack. I can do another one?
Okay.
Or can it not happen on a second opponent?
No, you got 2 attacks.
Thank God. Okay,
Take
that
out
turned my
that
attention to the
Take-
gate. I'm like, no.
I was gonna say, do you want the gate or the enemy in front of me that can still move? Because the gate can't move still.
Later.
Or there's
No,
the
it's
enemy
okay.
down below us.
He's frightened. I'll just go after the one that has no nothing good to him. Okay, advantage still? I don't have advantage on that guy.
That guy didn't
I don't have
get
advantage
any
on
effects.
Yeah.
That's 16.
16 misses, unfortunately.
I'll do a bonus action to do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
Use a key point. Come on. Oh. That is a 15. That was covered. Nope. That was a 9. I miss again.
All
I had
right.
one good hit.
So as you go into the longbow
Very
hit,
important hit.
explodes the statue in all directions. Bits and pieces fall down the stairs and start to tumble down on the rock ground. And then you start to get out your mitt. You put the longbow down, get your hands again. Start to get people away from Lucy, away from Arctron, and continuing just saving the gate for last as you try to here. All right, Lucy, you're up. Arctron on deck.
What is the
Yeah.
chances? What is this object in front of me?
Which one was this? This was the statue that smacked the star down.
Fuck
I got
no.
one question first before I.
Sar also has another 11 hit points.
Okay.
Adjusted.
What are the chances Lucifer can, like, if it's a successful roll or whatever it needs to be, what are the chances with this ball of fire over here that Lucifer can, like, football style, grab this thing and run it back into the ball of fire? Is that even possible?
You can do a push action to push it back a little bit, or you can grab it and then with your movement make it go but the sphere has to be thrown at someone to do damage. You putting the body into it, I don't think it'll do. Ends its turn there, I believe.
Okay, but it won't take damage if I push it into the ball of fire. Damn, that'd have been so cool if I could do that. I wanted to like do my own version of rage and try that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, great. No, if this is the one that hit Star, Luce was just gonna go all out. Yeah, both. No. Luce was gonna go rapier and just try to massacre this thing. That's his highest damage. So here we go. It's going to miss though because it's a 4 + 6 was only a 10.
10. How about this? I'll let you do that. If you want to try to do a strength check, grab him and see if you can run him into the ball. I'll have him make a dex save, and if he fails, he'll take a d6 of fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can do a strength check?
Yeah.
That's so kind of you.
No, I was trying to think of the mechanics if it works. Flaming Sphere is a really weird spell.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Just like the mechanics of it works. It's just like its wording is just weird.
Okay, so a strength check?
Yeah. We do opposed strength checks.
19 + 3, which is 22.
It's 22.
Uh-huh.
A 3? Oh my god.
Nat 20 + 2 is also 22. So the two of you go wrestling each other at a standstill.
So can I... Whose turn is it next?
It is Arcturion's.
Because I could
If
either...
you hold him, I'ma hit him.
I know, I could either release him and attack him myself, or... No, I'll hold him. I'll just have both of these two enemies grappled right here. So Luce was going to grab it, try to make this thing like heroic to avenge the few hit points that... Hey, listen, if Star loses any hit points, I'm going for blood, period. So he tries to do this thing. This thing is stronger than he expects.
It's a big, thick, strong stone statue.
Yeah, so he just growls at Arcturion. Do your worst. Don't worry about hitting me. He just holds on to this thing so he can't move.
Well, I think that's a fine. I think that's a fine request if I've ever heard one.
I think so
The
too.
dandelion.
All right.
This was pretty much saying, F it up for me.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. So I will. Is it my turn, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to mosey on this way. And I'm going to leave this dude with an axe.
All right.
21.
Hits.
12?
12 points of damage.
No. I was doing 2 hits. The second hit missed.
Oh, sorry. The second one would miss.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. 11 + 4, 15. I'm always forgetting to add the 2 damage from the rage. So this entire time I have been forgetting to add that. That's okay. That's 15, 16, 17 hit points. Or 17 hit.
Hit him! Don't worry about hitting me! With pleasure. A mighty strike coming your way! Just from the top down. Spam! Hitting it from the center, splits in all directions, crumbles to the ground in all of its granite form. Well done.
Nice.
It just crumbles to dust onto your feet there, see.
Glorious. So he turns him. Thank you, brother. Turns to Star. Star, you okay?
After the sort of golden light radius sort of hits Star from Quincy's Reggie ability, you see him, that was on the ground. One tail kind of leaps him up forward. Back in the action.
The fighter.
So now like Lucifer just has
Little
like
fighter.
Lucifer sees that, instead of like a tear falling of happiness, like the flames like just reignite in his eyes, and all his attention for his next turn is over on this guy over here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna do I'm gonna headbutt the gate. I'm just gonna do an unarmed strike. I'm just gonna headbutt it.
Good. Do it at advantage.
Okay. Where's my unarmed strike here? Oh. 8.
No, that'll miss.
Wait, at advantage because it's restrained, right?
And fairy fire, can't miss.
Math. 14.
Miss.
Okay.
So you go ahead, but the gate that's gonna spread open the bars has a giant hole through it. So you go for a head, but it just positions the hole towards your head. You just hit air as you were careened back.
Alrighty. That is. Actually, you know what? That was how many? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 is my movement?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I will be right there.
All right. This crooked stovetop that you made a big dent in it disappears into the darkness.
Well, I'm going after it. No darkness can shield you.
We go back to the top of the round with Ebby. You only got the gate and one that ran away left.
Flippin' gate.
The flipping gate.
The flippin' gate. Melt it! If you can.
So it's just the one?
So far, yeah.
Cool. So Eddie's on a fire kick. So he's going to go another massive produce flame and shove it in his face.
All right.
Here, eat this.
An 8?
An 8.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to roll for the thing, right?
Yeah.
So
It's an 8 to hit.
8. So with this sphere, you don't roll to hit.
I'm not doing the sphere. I'm doing produce flame.
Oh, sorry, I keep getting them confused.
Yeah.
If it's
balls
eight
of
to,
fire.
yeah. If it's 8 to hit, it'll miss.
Okay, cool. So then in that turn, he's just going to ram that spear in its face.
Okay. Now I get to roll a dex save. Hey, yeah. At disadvantage. Not 1. All right.
Wonderful. Okay. 5. Bunch of damage.
Hey, every bit counts with this BBG.
Yeah.
The most hard fought fucking little animated Iron Gate there ever was. I want art of you
The
guys all trying to
space on
fight
the
this
bars,
gate.
dude.
It's like the most hungry, bloodthirsty fucking enemy you've ever hit in your life.
Parties versus
I'm
dragons.
moving it here.
Nothing. Parties versus any type of doorway.
With the slam.
What is this?
Any sentient object. The horror!
With that movement, I'll be placing it here, so it doesn't hurt anyone.
All right.
Can I?
So once again, now that the
seduce
bars
gate?
are kind of opened up, creating this massive, this
Can I
large sort of gaping hole inside the iron gate, throw a produce flame, just goes right through on the other side. And then you go for the flaming sphere, pull it across, singeing it into the metal again, smoking, that sizzling sound ranging true, falls back down, and then more orange and yellow coloration as the heated metal becomes white hot, but still ticking.
Freaking bars!
Quincy, you want to try to end this thing?
Sure. I'll go ahead, turn around, and be like, "What is happening?" And go ahead and shoot. Yeah, I'll go ahead and Eldritch Blast it.
Okay.
Okay, so advantage first hit. That's a 14 plus 5, 19 to hit.
It'll just hit.
Second hit, just to make sure, that'll be a 19 plus 5 to
They'll
hit.
both hit. Roll damage.
So a D10. D10 plus a D8 for the first one. Focus. So that's a 7 plus. Just a 7 for the first one.
7 hit. Okay.
And then the second one is a 6.
So as all of you have been ranging attacks at the gate with headbutts, with produce flame, with punches, with glaive hits, every so often, every friggin' thing that you have available at your arsenal. And as this thing's just moving around this giant gaping hole, Quincy just looks out from everyone as she's like, everyone just aiming for the giant hole in the middle. And Quincy just looks at one end of the gate, looks at the other end of the gate, and just hits on the other end. Bam, bam, explodes all the metal into shiny pieces, flings all over the place, and finally explodes. The gate has been vanquished.
Good God.
Oh, my
Oh, thank God. We can't even defeat a gate. How are we going to defeat a witch?
Do we go after that one that disappeared?
No, Moss got that.
No, the woman.
Oh, no.
Oh,
No,
Moss got the one that was next to you.
oh, well, they know we're here, so.
Do they?
I'm talking about the one that went down this way.
Absolutely not.
It's
I'm
not
still
like she can tell
perusing
the
through
future
over
at
there.
all.
Are we injured? How bad are we right now?
I want to take a
Ooh.
cat nap.
Let's take a long rest in the basement.
I have 26 current points plus 11 temporary.
I wouldn't mind a long rest in the basement, actually.
I
Yes.
also wouldn't. I also
I'm gonna
wouldn't mind
just
long
like
rest.
slink off to the corner, just like so defeated I couldn't get a gate. I'm slinking off.
I would love to
Alright.
get a long rest back to get my second wind back and get my
So just so you guys are aware,
back.
long rest is 8 hours.
Yes.
Just made yourself known.
Oh,
Home,
Mm-hmm.
Hourglass Coven Hag.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna point that out to you.
Sounds
Cool.
like a
So
hag
we-
problem.
So we can take an 8-hour nap here. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Super safe.
It's totally
Good.
up to you.
hey, turns guardian.
Let's go back in the hole and sleep in the cave.
Yeah, let's go back in the cave. Maybe we go back in the cave because I'm almost out of spell slots and I would like a rest before we meet.
Yeah.
You guys are like, oh, Archer, why didn't you put the bib on? I'm like, I didn't put the bib on.
It was in the bag the whole
You're
And
time.
it's
looking
here where we take that
oddly
break.
not bloody. You okay?
Oh, that hurt.
And he's bloody, like Breakaleg's bloody from the bed that's just in
Yeah.
in there. I'm like,
All right, welcome back in. Just like slipping on the bib. Well, that was fun, wasn't it?
Just like blood just comes out of his mouth.
Sorry.
Now, we can do that to you if you don't shut up.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be free, you guys. I just wanted to get the hell out of here. I've been stuck down here for what feels like a goddamn millennia. I've been stuck in that goddamn storage room all this time. My strings tangled up. Nowhere to go.
Stitches.
I was trying to help you, but I didn't want to stay here
We'll
anymore.
help
I
you
just
get
wanted to
free.
leave.
We'll help you get free. You just can't go that way.
You did. That is how I get free, though. Is going through that way.
It's
No.
blocked.
You'll meet the Brigand Rocks and they don't like you.
There's one to get out of here, and you don't see any like tears or anything, but just again, just a man again. I just
Draws
want
it on.
out of here.
Okay. Well, what happens when you get out? What are you going to do when you get out?
Oh man, I've been thinking about this for quite some time. So I was thinking about, maybe starting up some sort of musical instrument store, going around and finding any
Playing on his
skeletons or
ribcage.
things that I make, and maybe making like a little ring of drum sets. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I thought you'd play
Good.
the harp because they have strings.
I don't want to play my own strings. This is how I get around, you see. But I thought maybe they could sell some like drum kits with like bones as like, the sticks and things like that, or
Yeah.
some other skeleton themed restaurant or something.
Okay. So, how can you help us?
I mean, I told you I was trying to give you the lay of the land up above, but you really are not the strong silent types. You're the wacky explode types, and now they probably know where you are and are probably going to come down here, or maybe they already know you're coming. I don't know.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how do we get to the upper stage?
All right, what you're going to do is you're going to release me, and then I'm going to walk you towards the entrance to get to the upper stairs, okay?
If you say it's the
Okay,
staircase, I
rebuttal.
will kill you.
Rebuttal. I will hold you, and you can point us.
You can say
And
hot or
then,
cold.
And yes, hot, cold, and then maybe I'll release you.
Look, my friend, I see that your clothes are very, very
Is
tight.
this a
when you're
doorway?
buying.
Looks like a double door.
Those are double doors.
While he's talking, I want to investigate.
Oh no.
Okay.
Where is your brain?
I never had a brain, my dude. I was just a mannequin that was become sentient.
Oh,
And I
right.
regret it every day.
Okay. So, show us the way.
And just like these strings are just like, okay,
What an odd phylactery.
So Quincy, you go to these double doors here?
Yes. Is it locked?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to open it.
Yes, please. Oh. Wow.
Go outside and there's just a wooden platform leading out to the edges of the mountainside.
Why can't all gates be like that?
If he wants to be free, throw him off the edge.
There's a plaque out here.
Fly!
Yeah, you'll survive. You'll be all right.
No, don't do that. I really would not like that at all,
You
actually.
wanna be free. Here's an exit.
Hold on. It's okay. Hold on.
I see how you guys are very much against inanimate objects becoming sentient, and I don't know if you know this, but if we explode, we too die. So, I would just like to walk out of here on my own volition with my strings intact and just
Absolutely.
start my
Absolutely.
own musical store
Absolutely.
or restaurant or bakery where everything is bones. I know it doesn't make much sense.
Okay.
So if we
So
attach the
this-
strings to a parachute and
Let's
then
just
release
have it
it.
lead us. Let's see if it actually leads correctly.
Yeah, do we go upstairs?
All right. Break a leg here will lead you up the stairs and through the rest of the horror fucking thing that is
Can
the
you-
motherhood.
Can you lead us to a place where no one will find us and we can take a nap?
Oh, yeah, promise to let me go?
Yes!
Yes.
I think
Sure.
that's the deal right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do
Without
I
getting
know?
caught. And
How
you-
do I know you're gonna keep your word? Because if I look around here, this is a bloodbath to me. Like you just murdered an
on
entire.
our honor and the life of our little kitty?
Hmm.
Are you
Don't
being
worry.
truthful, Quincy?
Yes.
Okay.
Key word is Quincy is being truthful. I'll let him go.
That's
all
I'll
right.
be truthful. I'll be truthful for the team, and that's all that matters right now.
Okay.
You guys can do whatever you want later.
Quincy just turns a blind eye. Yeah, let him go.
You have him turned around, so he has deniability.
Fucking yeet. Off the cliff, just off the cliff, like ah!
Wow.
No.
Not
He's
yet.
coming with us.
I mean, if anything, you could kind of whip him around and throw him at Endel and maybe tangles her up.
Entanglement.
Surprise attack!
Oh yeah, can we retrieve the cord hair?
Pocket skeleton.
It's just kind of
Glitter!
cinched around the two bars that have been broken from the rest of the iron gate, still cinched around the metal.
Does the same dance cause it to deactivate?
I know Lucy's about to be like, let me just. Come on back, buddy.
I know I
Lucifer's
missed
is,
the
like, tired
session.
and-
It
tired
stays
and-
cinched. It stays cinched in there.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
I
You
know
do
I
a
missed the
dance?
session, but is he doing the YMCA for the hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do the
all right.
YMCA and a dreadlock become sentient.
The Korrids taught them a special
Ah,
dance
sweet.
to allow
As
them
you
to
do.
It is
animate strands of their sacred
Thank
hair.
you.
As you would, yes.
So
As
the
you typically
magical
would.
hair still stays attached around the fence.
It does.
Unless you try to pull it off.
Can Lucifer pick up the two metal balls that is cinched around and use it as a weapon?
Use it as a
Because
shield
he
now.
will.
If you want, yeah. The two bars, the sort of four bars all together, that the dance kind of animates it. Once you cause it to restrain, it locks in place and just stays there.
Yeah, if it's just two wrought iron bars wrapped around by this incredibly strong rope, Lucy's definitely taking them with him.
Okay.
All right, lead on, prisoner.
Skeleton.
Does anyone
How
want-
long was that fight, by the way? Would you say?
30 seconds.
I
Only
think
'cause
10,
my-
I think 10 rounds a minute.
Okay, so my
I believe.
my tracing's still on then.
Your path without a trace. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Does anyone want to check this area out before we go upstairs?
There's a door that's back in this area. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll take a peek.
I'm very curious about.
Find the treasure.
Sure.
All right. So as you go inside there,
Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
so as you wander into this more darkened part of the underground carriage here of the Motherhorn, you see 6 dingy cells strung with hammocks line both sides of the corridor, and you can hear like wrestling and grunting sounds from the far part of the hallway here. It's like,
do you guys want to investigate or no?
Absolutely.
Curiosity.
Yes.
I will stand outside here and wait.
I'll cast light like right here.
okay.
Or how does that work? Light cast is on me, right? I touch an object. There's no
Mhm.
10 feet. Okay, so I'll pull a card up and shine a light down there to see if I see anything.
Okay. As you go down there, you see 2 goblins. One male and female are down there wrestling with the animated stovetop, like trying to contain it and trying to like push it and stick it into one of their like sleeping quarters. And some of them have like, one of them has like their clothes are like okay, but both of them are kind of wearing like workers' smocks and things like that, but a lot of charcoal and rips and bit tattered. But they're trying to subdue the sentient stovetop at the moment.
We're okay back here, darlings.
Do you want some help?
I think it'll be okay. We heard of the commotion, but we didn't want to get involved.
Oh, you'll be
No.
fine. We're here to help
We're
you
just
with that
rehearsing.
thing.
We're just rehearsing.
Stop moving! One of them reached into the little sleeping quarters with a little like rusted iron pan. Bang, 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 bang. Just starts smashing it. The dents in the stove go pink, 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 pink. So like the dent that you cause, Archeron, is just like concaved into itself, and it starts to go and falls over.
Well done.
Lucy's like, I like you.
Stage combat's definitely your forte, isn't it?
Oh God, don't remind me of the stupid plays. They never goddamn end.
You sound a
actually
little
here
bit
for
negative against it. What is it like doing the plays here? This is our first time here for a show.
Oh, well, if you go and see one, you might never leave like we all have been.
What do you mean?
Did somebody give you tickets ahead of time?
Some of us were tricked into here by ways of promises. Others are just forced to continue to work down here and help Creeping Lynn put on her shows. Help Charlemagne or Shazaban or whatever the hell she wants to be called these days, and help her with her costumes and make all the props. And
Would you say you were looking for new employment if the opportunity arrived?
Or freedom?
freedom, you can get us out of here.
Let's one thing at a time.
Well, my name is Wart, and this is my friend Kiz. Hello.
Hello.
Aw.
I know.
Hi.
Hello, friends.
We are the Monarch 4, and if you promise to potentially help us, we might have a way to avail you that freedom.
We know a couple of things. We've been here for a little while, but what do you
Well, first thing, what we'd like a secret spot because of that little commotion out there. They might be looking for us and Charlemagne, whoever that is. She's a bit of a diva, isn't she?
You guys are pretty loud.
Unfortunately.
It's weird that they haven't come down here already, to be honest.
It is kind of strange. But if you could find us a place where we could like lay low, lick our wounds for just a night, we'll show you
Literally
a way
and
out.
figuratively.
Literally and figuratively, we'll show you a way out. You can leave now.
I know. The felines.
I know.
Like actually though.
Like actually, like no, like seriously.
Upstairs is the theater, and they have a show going on.
You think you could sneak us through while the show is happening? That might be why no one came down.
The show, the entrance to the theater is right in the middle of the stage. To be honest, it's pretty close up there.
That stairway leads right to the middle of the stage.
Yes.
Who designed this place?
This is the props room for the theater. We just work down here. We didn't make
You're
this
fine.
place.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You're fine. It's okay. It's fine. Is there any other way? Upstairs.
This is the only way. That's the only entrance into the place from down here. This is the props room for the theater. She built it so it only goes up into the theater. I found a key. And the female goblin pipes up. I found a key.
Hello? Yes.
I found a key. I hid it under the seat cushion of a throne in one of the prop rooms.
Is one of those prop rooms down here by chance?
Upstairs.
What's that key? Oh, the key is to another prop room.
The key, I hid it in the prop room. I don't know what it does, but that's something.
I mean, we'll take
You
the key.
did so well. Thank you for
Thank
telling
you for
us.
the key.
Great job.
See, that's being useful. Okay. That's being useful.
Do you
Clear
think-
information.
What if we? Oh gosh, how long do these shows last?
They can go on for 6 to 8 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she
Is
really
that an
likes.
intermission?
Sometimes she really likes her plays. It's all the entertainment she gets. She likes watching people cry and be sulking and reciting tales of horror and sadness.
So, is there a way we can get a message up to one of the stage hands to maybe help it be an extended show?
During a scene change.
I mean, I know Endelyn loves her shows. If you can offer her some form of entertainment, maybe she'll hear you out.
Oh,
I'm
so
just thinking of maybe using the show time to go look for some of the things that we need to
No.
look for while we're here.
the problem is, Lucy, is that staircase leads to the stage, right to the stage, where our show is happening right now. We
So
walk up
then-
that stage, we are seen.
So maybe then try to. Listen, if one of you guys went upstairs to talk to one of the stage hands to extend the show, let it go longer than usual, maybe that's when we could get our rest.
I don't know. I really don't want to be turned into a mask, so I don't know if I want to go up there.
Okay, so you don't have to go, but this staircase does lead, correct? Right onto the stage, not behind it, not beside it. It's onto the stage.
You
Correct?
know, the staging area, pretty much over to the right side.
So there's a chance we could sneak around it.
If you're not on the stage directly, how dark is the surrounding area? Dark enough to sneak through?
It's a open air amphitheater.
Hmm.
It's carved from the slope of the mountaintop. There's no roof to it. It leads right outside.
Pretty visible.
Interesting.
With a thunderstorm?
So we could. I'm very curious about what's up there. I'm gonna be honest.
So I guess the question is, do we fully dive in, or
Do we rest? Because I'm almost out of spell slots.
even a short
So-
rest would be good?
If I stand guard for 8 hours, would they be able to take a rest and I can just like wake them up if we get interrupted? Because I have health. I just don't have any key points left. But as a monk, like that's pros and cons to it. But
If you don't sleep though, like if everyone's taking a rest for 8 hours, it's in the middle of the day. If you don't join in the long rest, or at least like,
I know. See, that's the thing. That's my sacrifice.
You might take exhaustion.
You get a point of exhaustion, and that's even worse.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Okay. Short rest.
I know. I mean,
No.
it'll help, but
It won't help me, but that's okay.
I need a long rest right now. If anything, I need a long rest.
Yeah.
If we take a long rest, we risk getting caught.
And there's no way to do a long rest and take turns watching over.
What if we went back in the hole?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Rebuild the wall.
Yeah. I think that might be our best bet. Does anybody have any kind of spell to temporarily solidify that wall? In case they try to come looking?
I got nothing.
And nothing that's like that.
Well, character sleeps or performs light activity. So if we all take a turn keeping watch for like an hour, just rotate, that all counts for all of us, right? As long as we don't do anything strenuous.
Yeah.
I think it's worth trying back in that little cave with the wall rebuilt, because nobody went into that room to see that wall deconstructed.
True.
So if we rebuild it to the best of our ability, nobody might be the wiser.
So we would need to put everything back to kind of the way that we could find it, and which means we need to put Break a Leg back in his spot, and so he can tell people that no one's been in there.
Break a leg, can you make it another 8 hours?
I don't know. I'm not very inclined to trust you because I tried to be free and you're holding me against my will.
Because you screamed and started yelling, and now look where you're at.
What would you do if someone tried to stuff you into a goddamn bag that has an infinite space in it?
Well,
Oh,
I'm not a
well,
construct that
this is
doesn't
kind of
require
a
oxygen
win-win.
and air to breathe, so...
Listen, we were communicating with you in a way that we could help you in exchange for you helping us, which you weren't very much doing. So as of right now, as far as I see it, still want to know. You really want to be helped, we can help you. You still have to help us.
So I will be put back into the darkness from whence I came.
You will be in the corner for another 8 hours while we put the wall back up and rest. And you will tell no one that we are back there and that nothing happened and that all the accidents were Charlemagne's fault, or make up whatever you want. And then when we wake up and come through, and if everything is fine and they didn't see us and no one suspects anything,
As of right now, your true freedom solely depends on your willingness to actually be able to help us or not. If you choose not to help us, we have a
True.
less likely chance to be able to be successful against these enemies.
But then
And
also,
that hinges you from that keeps you from your freedom.
you're right now a convenience.
right now, unless you can help to shelter us for 8 hours, if they find us, they will continue to discard you. Meanwhile, after our long rest, we'll leave and the tunnel is yours.
We're fighting for everyone's freedom, not just your own.
Make
You assisting
a
in us gives us the best chance.
persuasion check.
Gladly.
Who has the highest?
I do. I think. No, it's either me or.
I have a +5.
Oh, I have a +4. I got a 14 plus 8.
Can this
Sorry,
be a
14
can
plus
this be
4,
a
which
helps?
is 18. So
So can he have advantage because we helped?
Sure.
cool. So I got a 14 plus 4, which is 18.
Okay.
rolled again. It was lower, so the first one was best.
18. Okay. Not bad.
Sorry, guys, I'd rolled early. You help us with this one thing, we'll call it even. And guarantee your freedom.
What was your roll?
It was an 18.
18. So you've got the marionette skeleton out. All right. You promise you won't stuff me back in that goddamn sack?
We want to help
Alright.
you out to the best of our ability. It just has to be even trade. I wouldn't even say even trade. You help us for 8 more hours. We give you whatever your lifetime is, which, as far as I'm aware, is infinite. Infinite freedom for 8 hours.
All right. Put me back into my tangled nature so I may never see the outside light again.
Perfect. Then we're just gonna
Only
do
8
this.
more hours.
So depressed. Oh my gosh, you're fine.
Not like your bones ache.
It's
haven't
wood,
seen
dum
this-
dum.
You haven't seen this much accident or whatever along. You're fine. This isn't.
Lucifer's gonna turn to Wart and Kiz, and just say, for the next 8 hours, if anyone comes down, we need you all just to continue to go about your business as usual. And just cover for us, which pretty much means just do what you would normally do. Maybe look like you're cleaning up some of the inanimate objects. Stall.
Uh,
And if anything happens, do we have Mr. Wooden Bones, or do we have Wart and Kiz come alert us? Even though we have somebody standing in watch, I guess we don't need them to do that.
bet you sent away Miss Skylar.
Technically, she puffed away, but yes.
He did poof away.
As you all have this conversation,
Oh my gosh.
smattering, loud clacking sounds of very fine loafers smack against the stone steps coming from the opposite end of the room that you saw Skyla run away from.
I imagine even though we still have our like hushed sounds, we're not quick enough to get back into that.
So you guys are kind of over here inside of these cells over here.
I doused my light.
Alright, so if we hear those clicks, Lucius will turn to everyone and say, I would rather not sit and wait in these cells in case there's a way to enclose us. I'd rather be out there waiting.
I think we should wait.
In the cells? I'd prefer to wait in an area that I'm not enclosed.
Well, this whole area is enclosed.
You know what I mean. I like close combat, but this is a little too close for comfort. Especially if we can get locked in here.
I can block the door. It's okay.
Lucifer's gonna move.
You hear the clacking of dress shoes suddenly make a stop and a halt as whoever this person is now down here with you. As you all go, shh, start to tell each other to quiet down, douse your flames. Monarch 4? Monarch 4?
Yes.
Oh, you are still down here. Perfect. Lady Endelyn Moongrave would request your presence, if you don't mind.
Which
Is it
Lucifer
possible to
sarcastically
freshen up
says.
before that?
I'm afraid not, my friend. Time is of the essence, and we have some shows to do, and you've put a bit of a damper in the performances.
We heard you were fans of sadness and sorrow and low energy or whatever anyways, so, you know. Thought it was an assist.
True. But Endolin, Creeping Lynn, the bitter end, has been expecting you.
Well, we would hope so. We've had tickets, so.
Exactly the point.
Lucifer goes ahead and
You
starts to
have
walk
meetings to attend. Chop chop. What are hiding there? It's just me.
Who is it? Who do we see coming out?
So you see Goblin, but dressed more like a CEO of Apple than a standard Goblin. You see really fine black slacks, black Sean dress shoes, and a black button-up vest with a turtleneck that comes up to about here. Sleeves kind of rolled up to the sides. A little bit of golden metal bracelet around their wrist. Big bifocal glasses around their face like this, and a big waft of hair that's kind of combed over from one side to the next, and a tiny little beret that's kind of like on the side over here, and with a clipboard in their hand with a fine pen in their goblin hand. Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you, Monarch Paul. Please, follow me upstairs. We've got the prop rooms all ready, the costumes waiting, and the audience can wait to meet you.
Indeed. I'm a thespian after all.
I
My
am
name is
not
Stage-
liking.
It's fine. My name is Stage Fright. I'll be your host for the next few minutes while we wait for Creeping Lynn to address you. Right this way.
It's right. Okay.
Chop, chop. You just see this crooked smile and these eyes that just look like they never shut.
Or I eat you and we don't go upstairs.
I would very much advise against that.
But you're so small. I am very hungry.
Well, if you want a snack, come follow me this way. And he starts to
Oh.
back up the stairs.
You're coming for a ride, little buddy.
Into the sack we
No.
go.
No.
Oh no, he's in the sack. He's in the sack.
I just want to die at this point, please. I don't want to keep living in this
I feel
ultimate
bad.
immortal agony.
That's okay. I don't feel bad at all.
The number of
I
times
don't
I've
feel
wanted
that
to like
at all.
whip out my longbow and just fire a shot at someone as they were walking away. It's racking up.
All right, let's go. Let's see what happens. Took too long deciding, and now it's been decided.
Okay, hold on. Did we close that balcony door?
No, it was open. You can close it now if you want.
I know. I promised I wouldn't put you back in the bag. I promised you freedom. So be free.
And
Oh, really?
as I'm
Oh, thank God.
walking past the double gates, I hurl him.
Oh no.
Make an athletics check.
Make it be low so that it doesn't go far.
An athletics check? Oh my god.
Please don't hurt him.
25.
It's gone.
No.
19.
He's been
I'm
doing a
so
Cuillin.
sorry.
You pull break a leg out of the sack, dangling there like this. It's like, oh, thank God.
You're
Oh,
free.
perfect. I really thank you. I can't wait to open up that
That's-
musical
it's gonna be
store.
great.
You know, but I know people think bones can be in baked
Absolutely.
goods, but you know, I think it'll be. Wait.
Lucifer watches this happen. Just is like, hopefully he gets tangled in a tree on the way down.
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
I'm just like ghost faced and looking at this and just like, what just happened?
And you see,
What?
I just turn around and everybody's just staring at me. I'm like, what?
oh,
Your turn.
I thought that thing was dead a long time ago.
Ah,
You start to make your way up the stairs.
Oh boy.
Lucifer just turns back. at some point and just kind of gives like just one hand gesture towards Wart and Kiz and just kind of some kind of like hopeful gesture of we've got this, regardless of what happens. New part of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Excite.
Let me just get this ready. So, as you start to follow stage fright up the stone steps, an eerie silence is beset upon you. You can still hear the rumbling of the thunder cracking outside from the opened windows and that weird sort of dock. The sound kind of gets lower and lower, and then you start to hear it from above you. A little bit of rainfall to just smatter on the open area above as the cold air and wind kind of whips down. As you ascend up and up and up, you start to see an open air amphitheater in full view carved from the slope of the mountaintop. And you start to hear multiple hands, very large amounts of hands clapping as you start to enter into the stage area. Lights start to appear in various parts, all in the amphitheater, shone right in front of you. It takes you a minute to kind of focus your gaze. But as the room starts to become more clear, you notice an entire crowd of hooded figures sitting on various stone seats with that very fine woman, Skye, seated down among them. And enclosing the stage are 10-foot-high stone walls, above which you can see the stormy sky. And a team of masked goblins are preparing the stage for another play, while you can kind of make out costumed actors huddled in the wings, reciting lines. Lighting is provided by an intricate overhead contraption, upon which several more masked goblins are perched. The sounds of chains clanking and gears turning can be heard coming up somewhere from under the mountaintop. And as you look on from this open amphitheater, you see the Mother Horn's massive column and two balconies above it. And one person in particular looking out towards you. Right above there, 2 stories up. You see Endlin Moongrave perched on a balcony with this strange flying machine next to her, then the form of a bird, and a long headdress with a draped veil against her skull face, and a large black drawn out dress with the skeletal hands perched onto the railing. And as the audience subsides the clapping, the audience becomes quiet as you're looking at about 25 hooded figures in the crowd. Monarch 5, welcome to the show. And it's there, everyone, that we're going to end the stream.
Oh my
Oh,
Because we didn't have time for a break, so I'll just end it there.
Ooh,
Wow.
wild.
creepy.
We're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
No,
Never.
no.
No long rest.
Heroes never die.
We will.
Are we
tango with
heroes?
I don't know.
Freaking
Find out next week.
Throwing out sentient mannequins to their death.
Wow.
Hey, I tied a small little parachute, like an army man parachute.
It just makes him fall straight. Doesn't
Yeah.
help slow him down at all.
Thank you guys so much for joining us in the chat tonight. It was great to see you all once again. Thank you for joining us on our fun little Feywild chaotic journey here. It's drawn to its near conclusion, everybody. We're getting there. I think pretty much we'll be finished this before the end of the year. So that's going to be an insane time. But you've met the third hag, everyone. But thank you all so much for joining us. Thank you anyone who sent in raids, who engaged in chat. We really do appreciate it. Thank you to all the lovely players who took time out of their busy schedules to be here today. A full group. Love seeing these guys every time we play. It's been awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us. My name is Dicecream Sandwich. In the meantime, have a great week. Stay safe, wash your hands, and bye-bye.